Finding those levels, too. Look at that four-punch combination.
It's a masterclass right now from Shakur Stevenson. That's what you're seeing. A masterclass. And Shakur meeting them with straight left hand.
Oh, and there's a knockdown scored with the left hand.
Right now, we're going to give him his just due. Shout out to my brother, Just Due.
Yo, you know the deal. We back again. We never slacking. Word 'em up. Ladies and guys, whether if you drunk or you high, it's time to pay respects to the illest man alive. If you think you got a point, he'll shrink you down to size. And from there it's downhill like a slinky or a slide. Open your eyes, got a deep connection with the rise, so you might see them jump in whenever they go live. Peep it, this channel blowing up now, it's not a secret. With tons of exclusive interviews to listen to. Them other channels I hate, but yo, they missing clues. They start narratives, sip the goose and twist the truth. It don't take a rocket scientist to get the proof. Just click the live at 4 p.m. Eastern time. But when you chime in, make sure you keep it kind. But if cowards want to debate, then it's feasting time. My man Just Do shine busy all the time. Grind 24/7, 365. Videos he might have 365. My rhyme's sick, they make you do a 365. You get a rich if you think you fit to survive. It's Just Do boxing, time to click the live. Ain't no beginners, if you soft, you ain't down to ride. I crush you, respect too, it's Just Do. He got the illest boxing show on the internet. The boy been a threat and he ain't even had dinner yet. Word 'em up. Yeah. You know what time it is. "4 p.m. Eastern. Click the link.
I'm stepping away from competition, not because I'm done fighting, but because I've won a different kind of battle. The one where you walk away on your own terms. This isn't goodbye. It's just the end of one fight and the beginning of another.
Terence.
What's good? What's good? Salute to the fam. How y'all feeling, man? We had to spin the block and talk about this, man. It's you know, this is that's the kind of stuff you run across when you fight the good fight, man. I see so many people saying Bud Crawford not retiring. You know, he just doing it for attention. Like, yeah, I don't even know where the logic in that is at, but you know, they saying it's just a show. You know, Jake saying he not retiring. People saying they just not falling for it, man. They ain't falling for it, but I don't think it's anything to fall for. I really don't, man. How y'all feeling on this good Thursday, man? We're gonna build on this boxing and give it his just due for a little bit, man. Hit the like button, sub to the channel. Turn the bell icon on, support the grind. You know, we could talk about it, but we got to talk about it, man. We're gonna talk about some other stuff too, man, because I ain't deep dive into it yesterday, but I seen more of it today. And you got people saying he's not retiring. It's just it's a show. He's doing it for attention. Trying to get people to, pay attention to him. And I think that's stupid. He just made history being undisputed in 3 different weight classes, dethroning Canelo. Like, I think people are paying enough attention to him. I don't think he need a cheap trick on the way out the door to retire. You get what I'm saying? Should this probably been something that was long overdue? You just never know when somebody ready to hang it up. And it's crazy because it's a lot. It's split. It's like the boxing world split. The real ones are cool with it because we like, man, he put all the work in. He ain't really got nothing to prove. Then you got the narrative pushers like, oh, man, soon as so-and-so died, now he retiring. His timing is strange. And I'm seeing it all over the place. I seen somebody type it in the chat yesterday. Victor Conte passed and then he retired. And I'm like, here we go with these narratives. If it's not that, and I just want to highlight to y'all why I fight this fight, and I do it unapologetically. I don't care how people feel. Boxing need people like me, and I'm not tooting my own horn and nothing like that. I'm just saying with a fair, balanced take and a look at things, a logical perspective on things, right? This man getting attacked at all angles, right? You got the fans saying it's fake. You got Oscar De La Hoya saying he only fought 2 good fighters. He got X, Y, and Z that could beat him right now, and you get what I'm saying? It's nasty. It's like, what's wrong with y'all? It's a lot of envious people in the sport of boxing, and it's sad that a lot of these people are fans. At least they claim to be, right? They claim to be. I'm telling you, if you got a favorite fighter in the sport of boxing, bro, and you expect people when they talk about him or her, whoever that is, to be fair and Crawford is coming back. Shout out to Broly. What's good, Fabric G? Let me say what's up to the fan. My bad. Pardon me. My apologies. Dante's Boxing Talk, my homie. What's good with it, Brody? CJ. What it do? He's a perfect time on a road work break. Appreciate you, my guy. You know what I mean? Go Crawford, man. Mag 7 said that he did he? Did he say it? DP Rocket, shout out to the homie, man. Fabric G's, man. What's good with it, Broly? What it do? I think if Crawford came back, maybe it'd be in an exhibition capacity, possibly. And that's just me guessing. That's not me saying what I know. But yeah, like I said, man, I'm seeing people push it. Like I had somebody write my comments on the live the other day, that he not retiring at the top of his game. Cal Cooler, bless his family. How you feeling? BJ33 in the building. Shout out to the homie, man. Much love, man. Yeah, but so like I said, man, I'm seeing it. I never seen something like this before. Person getting attacked at all angles, and you would have think he really did something wrong. You would have really thought like he didn't get in the boxing ring and handle his business. You would have thought with the way people keep going with these accusations, you would have thought by now, damn, Bud Crawford got caught. He got popped dirty. He popped dirty. He got caught slipping. You would have thought like it would have been some type of like, evidence or proof or a situation that you could point to and you could say, see this right here, this don't look right. Then you can't do none of that. Like, we're gonna get into all this. And like I said, man, I fight this fight unapologetically. I don't care. All right, right. If I hear somebody tearing down boxing, I don't take it personal with the person. I just attack these weak ass arguments and narratives, bro. Can anybody prove that the reason he retired is because Victor Conte passed? Can anybody prove that the reason he retired is because he won attention? Like, you would think with all the attention that he is getting, he's getting the most attention that he's ever gotten in his career, man. The man was on Forbes. He had magazines, the bro on news stations, interviews all over the place. Yo, Bud doing all types of stuff, bro. We seen Bud with a damn, what was it? What is it? A gi and a damn samurai sword. Like, bro, really doing whatever the hell he want right now. And it's a sad day in the sport of boxing where the people can't just say, man, like, damn, like I said yesterday, bro, and I see it left and right. Like the Victor Conte angle was nasty, bro. Y'all ain't let that go yet. Y'all ain't let that go yet. They still pushing it. Y'all gonna see where I get this stuff from, man. Shout out to Cat Sports, the box store. It was good, homie. How you feeling, bro? We're gonna talk. We got a few things to talk about, but I ain't write everything in the title and description how I normally do, but we're gonna talk about it, man. We're gonna cover a few things before we get out of here. Ted Faber Jesus at WWE Dez 215, man. Or Hurt Tank fans. Shout out to you, bro. He said that's why I rock with you. Yeah, man. Shout out to you, bro. Yeah. Hey, man, these streets is very weird, bro. That's why I just try to stay on the, right in my lane, man. Where there's no traffic at. You know what I mean? Giving boxing is just due, building this shit up. I don't care how mad they get. you gotta, and I say this all the time, bro. You gotta question how weird are you if you get mad that a person builds the sport up instead of tearing it down, right? You gotta be a pretty weird individual. But like I said, man, like you look at this shit, man. I'm never gonna stop fighting this fight. I don't care. I'll just be the only one doing it. Damn it. Shout out to the homie, the plug L Boxing. What's good, homie? How you feeling? And you know what, Dez? I don't want to put it on like a fan base per se, like a fighter's name, because it's a multitude of guys. Like it's people all over the place, whether it's a former boxer, a person that's supposed to be a fan, you name it, like it don't even matter. Like they going at this dude. It's crazy. It's weird. It's just really weird, bro. It's a weird time to be in boxing, bro. It is a weird time. Come on, what is going on, bro? I hate this. I don't know. This book is pissing me off, bro. You say T Hill, what it do, homie? How you feeling? I'm good with it. Yeah, I seen that way in, man. I look at Jake Paul should be knocked out his shoes, preferably out his damn shoes. You know what I'm saying? If he get in there with Anthony Joshua, so haters just doing their usually nasty work. Yeah, I gotta pull this post up. What the? Been weird since March 1st, right? Yeah, I had to. Let me try to pull this up. Y'all give me 2 seconds, man. I just need to make a really fast phone call. Give me a second, y'all. Hit that like button for your boy. Hold on, man. It's real quick because I just need to I'll play this for a second, being that we talking about that. Hit the like button, sub to the channel. Let's go, man. We're gonna get to it, y'all.
Your performance against Errol Spence, I thought was sensational. I was on social media the next day comparing it to Robinson and Ezra Charles. I just thought it was a wonderful demonstration of your skills that night. However, a lot of critics seem to put more emphasis on Spence declining. You're saying like the excuses that people make. How does that make you feel, given the career that you've had, the work you've put in, the training camp you put in, when you read that kind of like almost rewriting history and backtracking after the event?
Well, it was part of my career. It's part of my story. So I learned to, take it all in. At first, I used to, get mad, like, they don't know what they're talking about, but I used to argue with people on the internet and things like that. But, you can't change people's opinion. It ain't the fact that, it's the excuses. It's the fact that they wanted that person to win so bad. They want to do whatever they can to diminish your victory, So at the end of the day, they battling with depression off of a sport, you and the person that you fought, y'all going back home to your family and living a normal life. And, they still, on the internet, stressing about who won and who lost.
If you beat Canelo, this is going to sound like a bizarre question, but would you foresee? Sorry, can you hear me? Okay.
Not beat Canelo.
When you beat Canelo, my apologies. Do you foresee a similar reaction that people would make excuses even for that?
They're gonna make some type of excuse. I just
Well,
I just honestly think that anything that I do in the ring, it's not appreciated. You know, I've been dealing with this for far too long to think not. You know, it doesn't matter who the opponent is. It don't matter when I fight them, where I fight them, if they undefeated, if they not. It's always gonna be something. You know, and I've been dealing with that every single one of my fights since I've been world champion.
And that's just the facts, man. And I played that. Shout out to, I think the interview name was Tom Gray. Shout out to him, man. That was an interview he did with Bud a while back. But you see, it's relevant to the conversation. And I only got this out. I don't care about the character that Ray Jackson is, but I noticed he get a lot of engagement and he spread this bullshit all over these airwaves to the point where he make people, you know what I'm saying? Like, you make people like really, you start seeing people echo these weird ass sentiments. Like, look at this shit. Crawford didn't have a performance like this going forward, or a stoppage win makes you think he was on something that night. Nah, it don't make you think that. It just make me think you dudes not really boxing fans, and y'all weird as hell. Like, to really just accuse a guy of cheating and you can't prove it is nasty work. That's the worst kind of boxing fan you could be, for real. It's the worst kind of boxing fan you could be. Shout out to the baby girl, the queen, Miss Just Do, in the super chat. Put some color in the chat, please. Helps the chat. What'd you say? The color in the chat helps grow. Shout out to the baby girl, man. Appreciate you. Yeah, he ain't coming back. Hell no, he ain't coming back. Why would he? I wouldn't either. Sell off. And that's what I'm saying. They don't know what narrative to push. They don't know. They don't know whether to say, well, he left. He leaving because Vic retired and he can't get no more undetectable, right? That they going around saying that. You got people saying he just want attention. You got Jake Paul saying retire. You got Alycia BaumGardner saying it's just for the show. You got everybody taking jabs at this man. Hell no, I wouldn't come back. Hell no. You got everybody making him out to be a bad guy because he ain't want to let the WBC stick it to him on his way out the door. And he got it off instead of letting them, like, look at this type of shit, yo. They still on this shit. Like, let it go, bro. He's special, man. He's a special guy. Let it go, man. Let it go, bro. And this is crazy because most people would know one of the reasons that you wouldn't get stoppages. One of the reasons you wouldn't get stoppages, he obviously keep going up in weight. You get what I'm saying? Think about how many times he fought since this fight, though. Realistically, he went up, fought Madrimov, and then he fought Canelo. That's 2 fights. You act like I'm willing to bet you, if Terence Crawford would have stopped that Madrimov and campaigned at 54, dudes would have started getting treated the same way they was at 47. He'd have started getting knockouts there. That's what I think. You know what I mean? Everybody ain't gonna get knocked out. You moving up there and weight, gets harder to knock guys out. Then you talk about Canelo Alvarez, like nobody knocks out Canelo. Saying he left because Johnny Beck popped dirty. Hey, but you know what? Look, I was throwing that out there just like, in a more playful manner. Like, he probably figured out that was the fight he wanted, Johnny Beck, right? You get what I'm saying? Dub, I could rock with that one more than the other stuff because that's not detrimental to him, right? Right? Because I was saying it yesterday. I'm like, he figured Johnny Beck popped dirty. He like, you know what? That was the guy I was eyeing. Obviously, because think about it. It was Johnny Beck versus Lara. He ain't tell Lara he had his eye on him. He told Johnny Beck. So I felt like that was the better fight, obviously. But I thought he could have been like, hell with it. I'm out of here. But at the end of the day, that's not the same as like, that's not the end of the, you know what I'm saying? That's not the same as like pushing a narrative that he could be, he no longer has to connect to the undetectable steroids, or somehow that he wants attention, or he just wants people to pay him this, unrealistic amount of money to come back that he don't deserve. It's just like, bro, he deserved everything he got, bro. If this guy didn't deserve to make the money he did, then nobody deserved to make money, bro. That's the weirdest shit ever, bro. They really still on this shit. I'm gonna pull up the other comment with dude in my comments talking about he ain't retire at the top. Like, this shit is wild. Yeah, y'all weird, man. Y'all weird. And most of these people talking, probably down there, all of them, man. Your favorite fighter, if your favorite fighter didn't lose to him, then he probably would lose to him. That's real shit, bro. Like, y'all whack. Y'all weird and whack, man. Y'all tearing this man down. I'm glad he sell off into the sunset, bro. I'm telling you, sell off to the sunset with your millions, with your O intact, with your integrity intact, out negotiating the game, winning the game. He ride out with both hands raised high, bro. Said when Crawford told his mom and grandma, we made it at the parade. That was the icing on the cake for his career. I'm telling you, nothing else to prove. 88 Sports Talk, my dog. Mag 7, what's good with it, man? Z in the building, what's good, my guy? Canelo rematch pointless. Yeah, I don't even think that was real. I don't think Canelo wanted that rematch, no way. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he wanted it, no way. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Yeah, I don't know what side you're on. Double tap the screen, hit the like button, man. We got 40 people in the building, man. Let's build, man. Let's get to it. But yeah, CJ's hate and jealousy. Look, I hear you about what a great fighter said, but I ain't trying to hear that weak ass shit. And no other case, like, and again, it's not. Look at how many fighters are popping dirty, but none of them are snack fighters. And they conveniently like excuse it. Well, they got undetectable steroids and they can't find it. You know, they can't find it in their system, man. Says who though? You don't got a shred of evidence to suggest none of these dudes cheating. We got too many examples of guys on snack not getting knockouts, guys having gas tank issues, guys getting beat up, taking losses. Like the snack shit is just some fake paranoia that stemmed from RIP to Victor Conte from his past. And I'm sick of the playing the games, man. But let's have a real conversation about it. That's just what it is. Let's call that shit what it is. Everybody that I could understand you having some reservations to a degree, right? When somebody had a history. I get it. I promise you I do. But at some point, you got to allow somebody to grow past a mistake that they made. It's just that simple. If you're a person that you beyond making mistakes and you've never done anything wrong, then I could understand why you feel like you giving Vic such a short leash. But at the end of the day, he has so much to lose had he been doing the same shit he got caught for. It just wouldn't make sense. So instead of people coming with facts and evidence and proof, they came with feelings and wild ass conspiracy theories and man, this dude can't change, man. He once dirty, he's always dirty. He did that's BS. You get what I'm saying? And I just can't rock with it. So all of this witch hunting shit, and y'all still ain't let it go, man. Bud Crawford he beat y'all, bro. Yeah, he beat y'all. Just give it up. He beat y'all. He beat y'all 42 times, yo. He did it 42 times, bro. 42 times through all the hates with 5 divisions, bro. And y'all still mad. Like, had to be snack. It had to be the snack. Nah, it had to be greatness. That's exactly why these dudes do it for themselves and for their families, bro. Because the same ones that claim they support them are the same ones that tear them down when a fighter don't do exactly what they want them to do. Like all this snack shit, and ain't nobody coming with no evidence, man. That's nasty work. All we coming off is well, you know, Victor Conte, you know, that just mean, you know, because I guess once you do something wrong, that means you always gonna do that same thing wrong. Once you make a mistake, you're gonna always make that same mistake. That's what that's saying. Shout out to my homie Big Dog. Really appreciate the color in the chat, man. Tanking Man ain't saying Bud retired because Conte died. Is nasty work. And he can get no more snap. Yeah. What's wrong with these Tanking Maniacs? Tanking Maniacs are the simps of the year. I try not to and look, I hear it from people that I know are Tank fans. I hear it from retired boxers. You know, you hearing some rumblings from some of the fighters that's still in the sport. I ain't gonna lie, the man being attacked at all angles for just being great. I didn't never know that this was the price tag for being great, bro. And we gonna expect the next fighter coming up after Bud to want to do it for us, right? Do it for the fans. Fight for the fans. We pay your tickets. We buy the pay-per-views. Yeah, you get me? You're going to want the next fighter up to want to do it for the fans. But then Bud has always done it the right way. And then look what the fans have done for him. Look how they do him. Throw him away. Yeah, he's a cheater. You be like, well, how could you tell? Nah, because he was snapped. You be like, but he ever pop hot for PED test? Nah. But he was messing with Victor Conte, and he was endorsing snap. But has he ever had any adverse analytical findings in his drug tests and any of that? You get what I'm saying? Has he ever done that? Has he ever given you any reason to suggest that what he's accomplished and achieved in the sport is anything less than being great at what you do? Is it that hard to believe that he's that good at what he do that, you know, the only way he could have done it is with an unfair advantage, huh? He had to be cheating to do this. The only way Ray Jackson that he could have whooped Errol Spence ass that night is if he cheated, right? And like I said, man, y'all don't know what narrative you want to push, from Errol Spence taking edibles in the back, smoking a joint, painkillers, broken rib, weight drain, everything. Like every excuse in the book, they literally pulled out all the stops these last couple fights with Terence Crawford. And the fake boxing fan and people really reared his ugly head, bro. Now, he whooped Errol Spence's ass because he was better prepared. He was on point, and he was the better fighter. Chew on them apples, man. You get what I'm saying? That's the harsh reality. Shout out to Big Dog. PGH Big Dog, what it do, homie? How you feeling? Yoda, my dog Crush was good with it, bro. And that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna keep standing on this shit. I'm gonna keep standing on it. I don't care if I'm the only one standing on it. Y'all wild, bro. Y'all wild. Errol Spence getting beat up shouldn't be that bad for y'all. Seriously, like I told y'all should use this shit as therapy, man. Come talk about it, man. Your feelings still hurt. You got some layover effects. It hurt you to see the replay of this fight. You hate to see, you know, little clips and highlights because he was putting the belt to Earl ass. I get it. He fried the fish. He put the hook in Moby Dick. I get it, bro. The big fish, he had him on the hook. I get it. That shit was rough watching that shit, wasn't it? But guess who ain't mad? Guess who ain't running around talking about it was snack? Guess what? Guess who, y'all? Guess who ain't running around talking about, yeah, man, the only reason I lost because, you know, he's on snack, you know. He was rocking with Victor Guess. Just take a wild guess, y'all. Take a wild guess. The guy that got beat up for, what was it, 9 rounds straight by him. That guy ain't never once said anything about snack, Victor Conte, unfair advantage, busted gloves. You remember? Like, it go on and on, bro. Like, his own people have put countless hours into destroying his image, bro. And I don't respect it. It's nothing personal, but I don't respect it. I don't look at you as a true boxing fan if you spent hours on end trying to tear this man down without no proof. I can see if you had some type of proof, some evidence, even a good ass conspiracy. Y'all don't even have that. It's just all bad shit. It's all BS. It's all BS. Yeah, you seen he had that snack shirt on, man. You seen him with the snack hat? Yeah, he was training with the snack hat. And his snack is the reason he beat Canelo. Snack is the reason he stopped Earl. Now, he stopped Earl because Earl couldn't block shit that was coming back at him. Let's be honest. Did you see Errol Spence get out of the way of any of them shots? Hell no. Man was getting punched all over the place. He couldn't get out of the way of shit. What? That wasn't snack. That was Bud. Y'all got the wrong. That wasn't snack. That was Bud. You get me? It wasn't snack. That was Spence, and that was Bud. One snack. You get me? That was Spence and Bud. No, that shit was hard to look at. Like, there ain't no way he kicking and commencing his ass. It gotta be on something. Nah, bro. Yeah, he on something. He on demon time. That's what he was on. Last time I checked, it wasn't illegal to be on demon time in the boxing ring. He was on that. That's what he was on. He was on demon time, bro. He was on Earl ass. That's what he was on. And I don't say pause over here. That's what he was on. He was on Earl helmet, on his heels, on his bumper, whatever you want to call it. On his ass like white on rice, bro. He wasn't letting him breathe. That's what it was. He wasn't on no snack. He was on Errol Spence's helmet. That's it. That's all, bro. It's not that hard to understand. Special fighters are able to give you special performances. Generational talents are able to perform in a way that might have you looking at it like, damn, that was something. That's one of a kind type of fighter you just watched, bro. That's what we got. that could compete in any era for that matter. Because this how down bad that they're going to make a point that Terence Crawford not that good. They putting him in there with, Tommy Hearns, Sugar Ray Leonard, Roberto Duran, and ain't nothing wrong with none of that. But y'all wanna create dialogue so bad that convinces the people, like, look, you know why he ain't that good? Because Roberto Duran to beat him. You know why Bud ain't that good? Because Tommy Hearns to beat him. You know why Bud ain't that good? Because he can't beat Floyd Mayweather. You get what I'm saying? In reality, you know what they really telling y'all? You know what they really telling you? They really telling you how special he is because they're going to the absolute legends of the sport, bro, to try to make a case that he can't beat this one or that one. When you see the post about Bud versus TBE, a lot of people like to have a good boxing conversation about it, but the majority of the people that's pushing it are the ones saying, look, Bud ain't that special. He couldn't beat TBE. He couldn't beat Tommy Hearns. He couldn't beat him, Sugar Ray Leonard. He couldn't beat these guys. But that just tells you how special he is when you got to go dig up the legends from yesteryear and put them in the ring with Bud just to create some type of illusion that, see, I know y'all couldn't see him beating Floyd, right? Man, this is special talent, bro. And it's sad that instead of people sitting back and enjoying this shit and calling it for what it was and highlighting what you really seen, y'all try to tear him down and say what he not. And y'all probably part of the reason why he retired, low key. Get what I'm saying? Shout out to my homie, man. Appreciate that love, man. Appreciate the support, man. Y'all hit the like button, sub to the channel. Let's keep supporting. Let's keep building. Shout out to Big Dog. He said Tank Maniacs are going to ruin Abdullah Mason. Tank Maniacs might be the most dangerous fans in boxing. Tank Maniacs are cancer to all sports. It's so sad, man. We know what I've come to realize, man. I think the truly diehard ones are willing to push anything. You know what I mean? When you willing to die on the ledge for a fighter, you'll push any narrative to make a guy look good and your guy look, you know what I mean? Make a guy look bad and your guy look good. That's what it is nowadays, man. Toxic boxing. Oh, man, appreciate the love, man. Appreciate the love, man. He said Tank Man got a better resume than Bud. Yeah, I mean, I've seen that. I've seen people say that they think Tank can knock him out if they fought, all types of stuff. I mean, I think those are the super fans. I always got to separate the super fans from the real fans, the real supporters, man. Y'all different, man. You know what I mean? So I don't think we can compare Bud to Tank. Two different fighters, two different goals. Nah, I mean, but this is the thing. Shout out to the homie Elijah, man. This is the thing, bro. People will do that. Bam is with Snack, and he started at 108. And you know what? You know what, Dub? He'd never get accused of none because they love Bam Rodriguez. They love Bam Rodriguez. They love Bam Rodriguez. He'll beat Canelo convincingly. Canelo couldn't beat him. He just showed you that he had never beat Canelo. I mean, Canelo would never beat him, to me. Yeah, man, Bam and never get the criticism that a Bug got because he's loved by the fans. And look, he shouldn't get shitted on, but that's a prime example, Dub, is to why Barrios too. Shout out to Cal Cooler, my brother, man. It's facts. That's another one. They'll let him ride. And he all back-to-back draws. They can't make no real case. And Bam knocking shit out. Bam knocking shit out. He came from 108. He about to move up again, probably after another fight. If not, you're gonna move right up. 2 cents. What it do, homie? You get what I'm saying? Fighting with broke jaws, knocking dudes out. Like you name it. He just destroyed a world champion, undefeated. You think people bat in the eye? Yeah. So, you know what I'm saying? If you're going to question one, you definitely got to question them all, bro. You know what I mean? And Bam is a clean athlete. And the reason I'm glad that Dub brings that up, because I'm glad Dub bring that up because it shows the double standard with the two fighters. But it also allows me to highlight how Bam shouldn't be getting the criticism. You should do Bam and Bud the same way. So this is how I'm on it. If you still talking snack shit about Bud, I want to hear you talking about Bam. You're not gonna say Bam is on snack. If you're not gonna say Bam got the undetectable, which I don't think he do, right? I don't want to hear nothing about what Bud doing. Now I just got to put the nail in the coffin. Look, he beat Errol Spence fair and square. It's time for I'm still an Errol Spence supporter. Win, lose, or draw. You think I care that he beat Earl? Shout out to Sunchild. You get what I'm saying? He beat him. He beat him. It's over with. Earl somewhere spending money, living good, vacationing, or just enjoying family time, as he put it, right? Come on, man. You think that man sitting around hating on Bud Crawford? I would love that. Out of all the questions, man, I would love for somebody to ask Errol Spence about that. What's your thoughts on hearing people say that Terence Crawford had tampered gloves when he fought you, or steroids? Like, I would really love to know what Errol Spence think, if he ever even heard that before. Y'all crazy, bro. Earl took that ass whooping, and this is why I know y'all not real supporters. Earl took that ass whooping like a man. Went back there, dapped this family up, hugged this, dapped this son up, hugged this family, and said, "Man, we gotta do it again, gang." Like, come on, man. Bro ain't have a sour bone in his body, and that's fresh after getting his ass beat. He could have been like, "Man, something in his gloves, man. I know it was snap." He could have went that route. Why didn't EJ go that route? Shit would have been sad as hell, man. That shit would have been sad as hell, man. Do that shit to that man like that, man. He beat Errol Spence. He didn't have to be on nothing but demon time. That's what he was. He was on point. That's what he was. You know what I'm saying? He was fueled up. Yeah, and I told y'all before, y'all don't know how much. Y'all haters, y'all Bud Crawford haters don't realize how much, y'all hate has fueled him through the years. You get what I'm saying? Y'all don't know. Y'all don't have no idea how much your hate fueled him through the years. Y'all still talking about this Errol Spence fight. I'm sick of y'all. Man got beat pillar to post. And you know what's crazy? A real supporter would then, maybe you needed to reevaluate Errol Spence. Maybe it's not Terence Crawford that need to be reevaluated. Maybe you need to reevaluate what you thought of Errol Spence. And I'm not saying he's any less of a fighter, but maybe when it comes down to X's and O's and styles, maybe that fight was a factor of just Styles making fights, right? Styles making fights. He got in there. And man, he was like a man possessed, bro. Earl just didn't have an answer, bro. He didn't have an answer, and Terence Crawford didn't let him. Stressed out boxing was good with it. Talk to the media with busted up face. John Wick would it do, and that's a fact. You know what I'm saying? He ain't care, man. He a real one, man. He a real one. That's why all I'm saying is, if Errol Spence is the fighter that y'all believe that he is, right? And I believe he is. If he's the truth, like y'all say he is, the truth don't need lies. Errol Spence is the truth. The truth don't need lies. When you ask him why he lost, look, I lost. See, I got my ass whooped. He was the better man. Shit, I couldn't see. Couldn't block a punt. Couldn't block a jab. You get what I'm saying? This is what Errol Spence was on. When you telling the truth, you don't need lies. You don't need to attach lies to it, bro. Get what I'm saying? You don't need to walk away pushing nothing else besides, man, this man just stood on business. That's what it was. Get what I'm saying? Maybe you need to reevaluate Terence Crawford as being better than what y'all said for them years. That's what it is, bro. I'm telling you. Bro hit Forbes
One thing
on.
you're very active in is you're a real estate investor, have around 80-ish properties. Why do you like investing
This
in
is what
real
they don't
estate?
want to
Why
talk
has that
about,
become
y'all.
such a popular vehicle for you?
Hold on, man. Hold on, y'all. This is what they don't want to talk about. See, this is why they want to push these narratives. And this is another reason why you can respect him, because not only is he doing it the right way in sports, no smoking, no drinking, no clubbing, right? No record getting locked up and being in the media for all the wrong things, right? I ain't saying he's perfect, but he's setting a great example for the boxers that's coming after him. You get what I'm saying? You get me? And then he's showing you how to get it in life. Like, listen to this
buddies.
shit.
One thing you're very active in is you're a real estate investor, have around 80-ish properties. Why do you like investing in real estate? Why has that become such a popular vehicle for you?
I think, you know, my thing is God not making any more land. So the more you own real estate, the more you own the world. You know, when you look at all these billionaires, Bill Gates and all these people, Bill Gates own thousands and thousands of acres in Nebraska. You know, they come and buy up all this land, and you know, what can anybody else do with it if somebody else owns it?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, so I just always believe that we all need a place to stay. That's evident. So why not have the person that's given a place to stay be me?
Yeah. No, I think that makes perfect sense. You know, among your properties, you have a lot in North Omaha. You're in Kansas City, Colorado. You've got residential houses, apartment complexes, farmland, storefront. What are you looking for when you're scouting
Yo,
prospective
listen to this shit.
properties? Like what kinds, like what pieces matter to you?
Well, my thing is it depends on the location and what the location is missing or what they have that you can counter off of. You know, when I look at locations, I say, okay, this location got gas stations, it got, you know, McDonald's, Burger Kings, it's got everything around here, but it's no houses.
Yeah.
You know, it's a lot of jobs around here, but it's no houses and no apartments. You know, so you kind of want to put something there to make a little community and make things, you know, worth going to. And maybe you put a grocery store there. You know, maybe you just put houses there, but you got to know the location that you try to invest in, and then you go from there.
Bro, tell me again how he not relatable. Nah, seriously though. Seriously. Now, all jokes aside, tell me again how he not relatable to people and he providing shelter. Tell me again how he not relatable when he legit, and I don't even like to use the word because I don't feel like nobody should have to bear the responsibility of being the next person's role model. But like real shit, you can't look at what he's accomplished in boxing if you're a boxer and say, man, that's something I want to aspire to be. Right? What are we talking about? I ain't saying he perfect. We just talking about doing it the right way, though. He done way more good than any of that extra little petty shit that people be trying to force to be a conversation on YouTube, right? He said everybody need a place to stay. Tell me everybody in here don't know homelessness is a problem. And there you go, a guy. I ain't saying he fixing it, but he being part of the solution, not the problem. But they'll tell you on social media how he ain't relatable to his own people, because of maybe what his personal choices is of women or some weird shit. Like you get what I'm saying? You talking about the guy that's been at the pinnacle of the sport since he got there. And back in like what was it? First title fight back in 2014, reached the pinnacle and stayed there for the most part. He stayed. This is a guy that fought his first world title fight and ain't fought nothing since. Every fight since his first title fight has been a world title fight. He's never lost, running through shit. Don Roy, what it do, homie? Shout out to my homie OP in the building. How you feeling? Opulent, my dog. What's good, man? Jake Paul, Crawford Vulture. I feel you, man. I feel you. Shout out to the Queen, Lisa. How you feeling? Always good to see you. Said the ones that criticized Crawford for having an extra baby out was the same ones joking on his first mother's 6 children being in BBW. Gotta pick one. You dig? Talk to him, Dub. Because Dub be saying that BS too, man. You know why I'll be up here fighting that fight, man. They be, come on, man. What we doing? Man, they like, yeah, he had to be on some. He was on something that night. Ain't no way he beat Earl Spence that convincingly. But let me play the little clip from Jake Paul saying that he's not retiring or whatever. Where is it at?
When people question, whether fights like this are quote unquote real, like Deontay Wilder.
He'd have to get in line, like Canelo, Crawford, all of these guys can just take a ticket. We'll see who I want to fight. I mean, he's not retired, bro. You guys have seen this millions of times in boxing. He's not retired. I mean, but he's got everyone talking about him now because of that. So smart play by Terence. I'm just getting warmed up, you know. So we'll see. I'll become the heavyweight champ, cruiserweight champ, whatever.
Heavyweight champ is crazy. Cruiserweight champ is crazy. Jake, you got your work cut out for you, bro. Shout out to you for being crazy enough to get in there with Anthony Joshua. Because anybody thought it was scripted, I feel like the script should stop with that fight. But I could be wrong. Hold on, ain't that shit tomorrow? Hey, hold on, ain't that shit tomorrow? Ain't that fight tomorrow, y'all? That fight is tomorrow, ain't it? It is. It really is, man. He said he relatable to me. I had an extra baby outside of our relationship. Babies are grown now. Everything is good. Dumb, you a fool. You a fool, bro. Man, yeah. Now you feel me? He relatable shit. Right? Hey, man, he providing shelter for the people that might not have it. You know, he definitely. I definitely could relate. You know what I'm saying? Crazy. Yeah, I rock with. Listen, I had when I first heard of what Jake was doing, I had the same initial like knee jerk reaction. Oh man, get fake boxing, get him out of boxing, blah 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 blah. But as time progressed and I started seeing what he's doing, you don't have to respect it, but I chose to, because at the bare minimum, you could say he's an athlete with no amateur background in here, getting in here with these damn combat athletes, holding his own. Now I know there's some talk about him getting his ass kicked, and we're gonna be jumping over because you know it is they fight week. And they is fighting tomorrow, but you know they said he was getting his ass handed to him in sparring.
These guys have all been fighting all their life. They live in the gym, they born in the gym, raised in the gym. None of them took it easy on Jake.
It's been tough. It's been a lot of learning, sore everywhere. Taking the big punches to the arms, to the face, to the body. I'm having to fight in a different way than I've had to fight before.
These guys aren't playing, and Jake better understand that now, because I can promise you, Anthony Joshua is not going to play with him, and he's going to bring that real power to him.
Yeah, man, and you see, like the Frank Sanchez's, and that's what I want to ask people, right? Jared Anderson, Frank Sanchez, Lawrence Okolie, all that experience. He ain't got the experience, but he in there with them with no amateur background. I don't care about them pro fights. Man, you in there sparring with them dudes. I know they beating your ass. And he ain't no true heavyweight. This man legit crazy. If AJ go out there and it don't look like some fixed up scripted fight, man, this dude is legit crazy. My respect for him gonna grow some more because he wild. That's what people ain't realizing. Like, remove your fan hat for a minute and put yourself in Jake Paul's shoes with the limited experience. Think about what he doing. What he doing is crazy. He wild. Yeah, he don't got it all to be doing what he doing. He crazy. That bro crazy, bro. I don't care what y'all saying, man. He crazy. Yeah, some of the fights I had some questions about, but you know, I had to reassess it and look at it like none of these guys that he beat are guys that it look like it's somebody that he can't beat, right? We are not. If it ain't, then we get on Joshua helmet. We get on Joshua helmet. Cause you selling it. He said he not playing with him. AJ said he is not playing, G. He is not about to play. Tim Bradley try to fish for a payday. Yeah, we're gonna keep it going. We're gonna keep rocking, man. We're gonna make sure Crawford get his flowers and his just due, though, man. But yeah, man, Tim was on timing. Tim don't like nothing. Look, man.
I understand it because I'm a fighter. But another person may say, man, you tripping.
I want this bum out of our sport, bro.
Jay?
I want him out. That's just it.
Is he gonna try to beat him out the sport?
Why not? Why not? Dre.
Hey, bro.
Dre, why not?
I didn't know you was really feeling like this.
No,
Tim.
for real. Why not? I want the dude out of sport, bro. For real.
Yo, Tim Bradley funny as hell. He dead serious though. He dead serious, man. He dead serious. Yeah, man, he must be lost. Let me, cause I was about to treat him, but I'm trying not to do that. But let me do that. Yeah. Don't worry about him. He might be lost, Broly. He might be lost. We're gonna get him right. We're gonna get him right with that. Let him go find his way. You know what I mean? I ain't even about to entertain the BS. Like I said, man, he went in on it. Tim Bradley won him out the sport. And I say this all the time. I could understand the way a former fighter feels as opposed to a fan of the sport, right? He's not your typical boxer, right? Who do you blame more if what you see tomorrow is a scripted fight? You both of them are accountable, but I would blame Anthony Joshua for being a real boxer and participating in the dog and pony show, right? Get what I'm saying? And he could be Cal. I timed him out. I timed his weird ass out. You know what I mean? I timed him out. You know what I mean? I said this, man, just like I said it with my brother and McQueen. None of these guys that he's beat are guys that he couldn't beat, though. Name me a world-class boxer that he beat. He fought one boxer that y'all give him credit for, and he lost to him in Tommy Fury. The rest of these dudes are MMA guys with limited boxing experience, right? And then he fought one other guy that was a boxer, but limited experience as well. He got treated. You got to think about what we talking about here. Got to think about what we talking about. You know what I'm saying? I get it. I'm not overpraising it, but we talking about this fight right here. You know what I'm saying? This fight right here. AJ buy into a script, bro. You're going to tarnish his legacy, bro. Tarnish his legacy.
Terence Crawford, you just made my bitch list.
Would you fight Jake Paul?
Nah.
Come on now, bro. All these pound for pound fighters are too scared to fight me. They need 200 million to do it.
Let Jake do what Jake.
You got 200 million for you.
I'm fighting Jake Paul. Come on, Jake.
Pussy. And Shannon Sharp, you can get it too. No choking though.
Let's go. Hey, let's go, bud. Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. There go my little conspiracy right there for the day, y'all. That's what Bud really doing. He retiring. He preparing for this exhibition because he remembering his call out. See, I had some fun with it. I don't push bullshit, though. Oh, well, he's only fake retiring because of attention. Yo, hey, all jokes aside, yo. Seriously, I'm trying to talk to the people. Does Terence Crawford look like the kind of guy that's a clout chaser or like an attention seeker? Or like just do shit just for kicks and like, you know, just that, hey, look at me. Terence Crawford will pull up to a boxing event with a tracksuit on and a damn peacoat and be blending in with the crowd. And it'll be 5, 6, 7, maybe 7 rounds in before you notice it's Terence Crawford right on the side of you. I'm telling you, this is not a guy looking for attention. For some fans that shitted on him his entire career. Make it make sense. Yeah, y'all, look at me. Like as if beating Canelo Alvarez wasn't enough. As if having they gave him another parade and another key to the city. He's on magazines, Forbes interviews, the Forbes magazines. He doing, you know, he hitting the news stations. What more fucking attention could he need, people? Seriously, though. You see how that don't make a lot of sense? He will back out in a track suit with a peacoat on and a do-rag and just be standing there watching, yelling instructions and shit, supporting his people. And you won't even realize it because he won't be on that, hey, look at me, I'm Bud Crawford. You see my chain? You see this? You won't even know. I'm telling you, he'll be right there. That dude will be 20 feet away from you. You look over, you be like, that's Bud. Bud chilling. He amongst the folk. He amongst the good people, man. Y'all bugging, man. Y'all bugging. Y'all. And I wouldn't expect the haters to know what Bud on because y'all had him messed up his entire career. So I don't expect y'all to figure it out now. I don't expect y'all. Hey, Lisa, I'm telling you. And you know why I'm saying, hey, Lisa. Hey, Lisa, let me tell you why I'm saying this, because this was a real situation. Now, I just got to think for a second. What fight was it? I don't want to be wrong. Conceição. Shakur fought Conceição. I believe he was there at the Prudential. I remember looking up from my seat and seeing Bud had on, like, and when I'm saying what he had on, that's not me like over analyzing, but he's so chill, man. He not looking for nobody attention. He not doing it. He be about his business. He don't care about, he be minding his fucking business. He be supporting the people. He be coaching the fights from outside the ring. Dude be chilling. I really seen him do-rag on. He had on like a pea coat, just like a tracksuit, a calm ass tracksuit, chilling. I remember taking a picture and I posted it. And I was like, "Who is this?" I remember saying it on Twitter. I think I posted it on IG. Like, "Who is this?" See if people could see that it was just Bud, just casually, just chilling. I'm like, "Look at this dude. He just blended in and shit, bringing no attention to himself. He not, hey, look at me. See my chain? I'm Bud Crawford. I'm the best fighter in the world," because he really could do that. We talking about a guy that could actually flex if he wanted to. Then they say Bud Crawford drive a Ford pickup. You know how modest and humble you got to be when everybody talking about foreigns and all these type of G-Wagon this and man, Bud, man, give me that Ford, man. Give me that 4x4, man. True country boy, man. Omaha. Man, y'all don't get it, bro. He from what they got over a little over 400,000 out there in Omaha. It's not even a lot of people where he's from. You think he care about child attention from some people that he know don't really rock with him? Make it make sense. Make it make sense, man. He had the do-rag on, Lisa, chilling, bodega tie. What it do, home? He said, I was there. You feel me? You feel me? Bud was in the cut. Hey, yo, he was there for a little minute before I realized he was there. Yo, I'm like, oh, shit. I'm like, yo, Bud just casually just, And look, I'm telling you, if you go to enough fights, then you'll run into enough fighters. You'll see them in the crowd. You'll see them in passing. Everybody is not some humble, quiet, just chill. These dudes be causing attention to themselves, crowds, like, not everybody, but some people like that attention. Bud is the opposite. He's not causing no attention to himself. Bro be chilling. Hey, yo. and he'll dip off, like he'll casually slide off, and you'll be like, damn, where you go? Bud just slid to the back room, to the locker room somewhere. Like then you will see him up on the damn monitor as they put this, the locker room up in the back. You'll see Bud back there helping out. He be there to support his people, not be a media whore. He be there to like really support his folk. Not be like, oh, look at me. I'm Terence Crawford. I can fight. I can beat everybody. I'm 42-0. I knocked everybody out at welterweight. I'm 3 times undisputed. I've been a champion 5 weight divisions. And he really could walk around with his chest fully poked out. And if you get crazy outside the ring, he'll dust you off. I know why Bud can't relate to y'all, because y'all can't fight in real life. I know what it is. I know what's up. I know, hey, Lisa, I know what's up. I know what's up. They can't fight for real. They like, it's no way Bud is relatable. Yeah, he don't even see. He don't walk around with the big stupid chain. Bud ain't even got no foreign. Where's his car at? Like I heard somebody argue on Twitter that I don't even want to use the fighter name, but another fighter had more money. I was like, bro, y'all sad, man. Y'all sad. We watching fighters because of how much money they make, not because of how good they fight. Okay, got it. Bet. But understand what is really important. Yeah, in life. Yeah, he really do, yo. He really do. And Bud would start working with TKO as an administrator, not a fighter. That could be smart, man. That could be good, yo. That could be good. That could be good, man. Omaha said Bud could have easily collected more easy bags and easy fights. That's not his thing. The man, hey, look, y'all. And I'm having this conversation because I feel like it need to be had. The man retired at the top of his game, but look what Buddy in the comments said to me. Look what he said. Look what he said to me. Y'all think I be playing. I'm going to start making, I meant to do this. Let me start making the comments that I be getting part of the show from now on. Look at this shit right here. And I get it. Everybody got their opinion and their point of views. I don't believe he retired on top. Left a lot of unfinished business and had a mediocre career lost to Madrimov, got a paycheck, then called it quits. Yo, y'all wonder why I do this. Y'all wonder why I do this. This is why I do this. This is why I do this. This ain't listen. There's a 99.999% chance that Bud and nobody from his team will ever hear this live stream. But it's really not about that. It's simply about appreciating a guy that I once upon a time had messed up to. So I get it. But I was able to catch myself because, unlike most, I really enjoy boxing. And I had to realize a lot of the things that people critique him on are very subjective. And a lot of it don't be having nothing to do with inside the ring shit. This man said to me, I don't believe he retired on top. Left a lot of unfinished business and had a mediocre career. Bro. Hey, man. Hey, y'all. Y'all just, the rest of the boxers, if y'all think about chasing belts and legacy, y'all might as well not. Because according to this fan right here, a guy that is 42-0, 31 knockouts, competed in 5 divisions, been a champion in 5 divisions, undisputed in 3. That's a mediocre career. That's a mediocre career. Lost to Madrimov is nasty work. What fight were you watching? Madrimov knew he lost the fight when it got announced. That's how real it was. The fighter knew he lost. The fighter knew he lost. Madrimov got reduced to a one-hand fighter against Bud Crawford, predominantly a right hand. In no other fight will you see him reduced to just the right hand the way Bud did him. Mediocre career is bogus claims, bro. You shouldn't even be able to say nothing like that. It's a flag on the play, bro. That's the mediocre career. Damn. How can you do good in today's boxing, bro? What's good? Like, what's a successful career? Because people will tell you Floyd was a cherry picker too. His career wasn't that good. Bud Crawford career apparently wasn't that good. Who had a stellar career? Can we name another three-time undisputed champion? Can we name another one of those? Can we name a more consistent fighter from 2008 till now than Terence Crawford? Can we name a more proven fighter from 2008 till now than Terence Crawford? I don't get it. Mediocre and Terence Crawford and anything pertaining to him should never be in the same conversation, bro. It shouldn't even be in the same conversation, dude. Shouldn't even be in the same conversation. Get what I'm saying? Shouldn't be. It should. Shout out to William Old School, man. Appreciate you, bro. You already know. It's like he says, cats like him that got more and more fighters saying at the fans drop. Shout out to Ant-Man Thrill. What it do, man? JP, my dog. Hit the like button. 60 people in the building. Let's keep working, man. Let's keep working. But this is where I get this from, man. This is why I do what I do, y'all. This is why I give fighters they just do. This is why I show love like this. Because people take exceptional amount of time out their day to disprove what these guys are not. And you don't have, like, you would think, like, you would be able to point to somewhere in his career where it's like, all right, he struggled there. Yeah, he wasn't really looking good there. Yeah, he wasn't really disciplined right here. He don't have no lulls in his career. He's been whooping ass since 2008. We're about to be in 2026, people. Think about it. We're talking about a combat athlete been dominating the sport for that long. I don't want to hear shit. Yeah, I really don't. I don't care. My mindset is so much different. There's no way as a grown man I could look at that and be like, yeah, that's what mediocre look like. This man, hold on, I'm gonna pull it up. I think I got the picture. I'm gonna pull this shit up. Bro, man, let the pictures do the work, man. 42-0, 31 KO, 73.81% KO ratio, 5 division champion. That's mediocre, bro. Shit, man. I can't, man. Hey, man. When I end this live, I'm gonna go have a conversation with both of my sons, and I can't wait to allow them to be as mediocre as Bud Crawford. I can't wait till they grow up to be mediocre like this. And this is why, y'all. This is why I fight the fight. This is why I say the shit that I say. This is why I do this. This is exactly why, bro. Because, and this is exactly why I always make the example, or I tell people, hypothetically, if you could pretend for a couple of moments that maybe Terence Crawford is not somebody from Omaha that you don't know, that you hating on, right? But a person that you may have went to high school with, graduated with, right? You knew what kind of athlete he was. How would you talk about Terence Crawford if he was if he went to elementary school with you? How would you talk about him right now? How you think a person that went to school with Terence Crawford would talk about him? Somebody in Omaha, how do you think they would talk about him? Let's keep going. Like, at this point, somebody that a family member, Terence Crawford was your brother, your big bro, little bro. How would you talk about him? Get what I'm trying to say? This dude was your cousin, your play cousin. I don't give a damn. How would you talk about him? If he was your son, how would you talk about him? Would you spend time talking about how he ain't accomplished, how he mediocre, how he left a lot of unfinished business? Is crazy work. The man, 38 years old and been in 5 divisions. What more do you want him to do? Let me guess. For people like this guy here, people like this, he want him to go to 75, y'all. He ain't satisfied. He like, yeah, that's mediocre. He just got a paycheck and called it quits. What makes, and this is also another false narrative, what makes people think that this man ain't been making money? Where did they get this? Where's this notion that Terence Crawford wasn't been making money? And I'm not in his pockets, but he been good. You ain't never heard him complain. You ain't never hear him do what T.O. doing with Top Rank, talking about, I ain't never made $1 million. You ain't never hear him do. Dude got all types of properties, investments and shit. Like, we just heard dude sit down and list his properties to him. Do you really think he give a fuck about fake praise from some fake ass fans that probably ain't never bought none of his tickets to his fights? You get what I'm saying? Damn, at 42-0, 31 knockouts, all this, the man is historic. He's walking fucking history. And these bogus ass boxing fans, that's probably MMA fans for real. Yeah, man, he left a lot of unfinished business, man. He left a lot of unfinished business. What he supposed to fight till he 45, 48? Like, bro been legit beating ass for a long time, bro. A long time. A long ass time. Due to years. We going on 2026, people, and he been fighting since 2008 professionally. I ain't trying to hear it, bro. Somebody got to get his man his just due, man. Tim Bradley, man. What Tim Bradley? Tim Bradley had a story for him, man.
And I look at him, I go, bruh, you ain't no sparring partner. You a world champion, man.
You are beating up and dropping sparring partners. In steps Terence Crawford.
Oh, man. Hey, look. Terence lands, Palm Springs. Never heard of him. Brother-in-law goes out and picks him up. Straight to the gym, because if this work ain't good enough, we got a red eye for him. We'll go back home. I walk in, I see him off in the corner. I'm like, who is this dude, right? Get in the ring with him. My team is right here. This dude is by himself. He came to my corner to get water after every single round. First round goes, I'm like, all right, let me see what he knows. I make a move, boom, I get hit. I'm like, damn, okay. Let me get a little bit serious with this man. Let me see if he lay down. So I turn it up, bing, 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 bing. He's like, bing, 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 right back. And I'm like, ooh, okay, he got something, right? But then I will raise it another level. And then it's an all-out fight. But he right there hanging with me. Every time he's right there. I was supposed to go 6 rounds that day. I only went 4. Ooh. Man, I'm like, who are you, man? I'm Terence Crawford. And I look at him, I go, bruh, you ain't no sparring partner. You a world champion, man. I was like, why you not fighting? And he's just like, I don't know why. So when I got in the car, I immediately called Cameron Duncan. I was like, hey, Cameron, yo, what you doing with Crawford? He was like, don't tell me. You're sending him wrong, too. I was like, I was like, I'm keeping him. And I was like, can I buy him out his contract? And he goes, what do you mean? I was like, he whooped my ass. That's when our relationship started to build because I recognized that he just needed a little direction.
Right. Did he stay for the full camp?
Oh, yeah.
Talk about it.
So I sparred him on Monday, and so then I'm going over the film and studying him and looking at his mistakes he made on Monday, but then Wednesday come, and he's a completely different fighter.
He adjusts again.
But nobody was in his corner.
Talk about
So he doing that.
By himself. It was like this dude had a photograph.
Sound familiar, don't it, y'all?
And so that's what I was just like.
Sound familiar, don't it, y'all?
Sound familiar, don't it? Sound awfully familiar, huh? Sound awfully familiar. Now, it's funny. You heard what he said? He's with no trainer. Now, I ain't saying I know everything about every fighter, but it's only one other fighter that I've heard right in recent time, right now, go into the gym and spar with no trainer and nobody. And you heard what he said about the photographic memory, right? It sound eerily familiar, man. It sound like something I heard this story before, man. Hold on. Sound like something I heard before, y'all. Give me a second. It's 90 people in the building. Hit that like button, y'all. Sub to the channel, support the grind. Let me pull this out. It's got to be here somewhere. Got a video, man. Sound eerily familiar. He sound like somebody else, man. Photographic memory. You get what I'm saying? Spar with no trainer. That's just so you know, like more times than not, I ain't saying it's never done, but people don't do that type of shit on a regular basis. Because if it was, Tim Bradley wouldn't even bother to, hey, Motown, you know what's up. You know what's up. GQ, what it do, my guy? You know what's up. It ain't too many guys that's gonna go up in there like that, man. Where that, man? I had it in here somewhere. Hold on. Sound familiar, man.
What makes them different? We were looking at a fight with Tio and Barbosa. It was a random round, like the fourth round, and we're just looking at the fight together. And he literally said, like this uppercut right here. And I'm like, and then he threw the Barbosa take off. Boom, boom. You have this entire fight. Remember that? I see everything. He literally said, like this uppercut right here. Uppercut, not a knockdown, not a knockout, not a big moment. Uppercut. And I said, man, so you're going to catch him coming in like that? And then he said, I ain't going to tell nothing. And I'm like, well,
Core be on that type of time, man. See, you learn from the best, man. You get me? And something else I really wanted to highlight too to y'all, man. You notice how a fighter will talk about Bud as opposed to a fan on the internet that's supposed to like boxing. You hear the big difference in between how Tim Bradley spoke about Bud, and this was before he even got his foot in the game for real. Right? You hear how he talk about him? And that was him way long ago. This is not even Bud Crawford, the finished product. Shout out to my guy Robert. What's good, homie? How you feeling? You get what I'm saying? So imagine what he is now. And he's gotten so much better since that point, right? So much better since that point, right? But this is what somebody would say about him. Not mediocre career. Mediocre career is the wildest shit I've ever read. I'm telling you now, if y'all boxers are looking to impress fans, quit while you're ahead, bro. I'm making that my next live stream for tomorrow to close the week out, bro. If you are boxing and trying to please the fans, do not even waste your time. Don't even waste your time, bro. Don't even waste your time. Because after doing all that Bug did and still saying like he ain't did shit, is crazy. You might as well just quit. Y'all might as well just do it for you, bro. Fight for you and only you. This is why I don't feel like I should be able to pick who these guys can fight, right? Because you got people that talk. And this is a good description of who he did fight. Call it what you want. Everybody ain't going to be an Errol Spence level or Canelo Alvarez level, but he beat the guys that he was supposed to beat when he beat them. That's a good resume. I don't give a damn what nobody say. I don't care what nobody say. Anybody that's in boxing questioning his resume don't got a better one. None of them. None of them. Because Errol Spence and Canelo is more than what any of these dudes talking shit right now is ever going to face. None of these dudes fought no Errol Spence. None of these dudes got no Canelo Alvarez on their resume. None of them. None of them. He made like seriously, like look at this graphic, yo. He was whooping these dudes' asses, bro. He whooped Victor Postal ass. Do y'all remember that? Victor Postal was undefeated, stepping on people. He got in there, yo. Bud was whooping his ass. Bud dropped dude like 3-4 times. Whooped Victor Postal ass. Remember how he beat Kell Brook up? Kell Brook was landing that jab early, but he beat Kell Brook up, stopped him, had him looking crazy in the face. You get what I'm saying, bro? Amir Khan, another one. He beat yo. Hey yo, did y'all hear Amir Khan explain the difference between fighting Canelo and Crawford? Like, nah, we gonna talk about this shit. This all about Just Do. This was from here on out. I know this is all my channel has represented, but I'm gonna double down. I'm gonna triple down. I'm all about giving credit. This is not gonna be the channel that you come to if you want to hear people get shitted on and trashed and dragged. This ain't gonna be for you. If you want to hear people get the credit they deserve, you reach the right platform, bro. They say, his resume. Y'all ain't fought these caliber opponents. Y'all don't got a lot of y'all talking shit. Don't got no American on your resume. Y'all don't got no American. You don't got a Jokic Gamboa when he was undefeated beating shit up. You don't got that on your resume. What we talking about? You dudes don't got no fucking Showtime Sean Porter on your resume. What we doing? What we talking about? And he beat up Jose Jr. too, Benavidez Jr. too. Y'all don't got these dudes on y'all resume, bro. Whooping these dudes' asses, man. Whooping these dudes' asses, bro. You don't got no, Cal Brook is a very accomplished fighter. He made him look regular, ordinary, bro. Madrimov reduced him to a one-handed fighter, bro. Beating ass, man. Telling you, bro, this shit, man, I ain't trying to hear no excuses, no garbage, no rhetoric. Belt to ass Bud. I'm about to rename him. It's Belt to ass Bud. That's what I'm about to start calling him, Belt to ass Bud. But look, think about something. Lamar, you said Canelo is the highlight of his career. How is that a bad thing? Canelo is a first ballot Hall of Famer if he retire. How is the no. Let's put this in proper perspective. The highlight of his career is jumping from 154 to 168 and dethroning the king of the castle at the division when people said we was stupid for picking him. He's stupid for doing it. He only won a payday. Remember where all that shit go? And you tell him no. So the highlight of his career, the highlight is beating one of the best fighters in the sport, one of the most accomplished fighters in the sport against all odds. That's what the highlight of his career is. The highlight of his career is beating Canelo Alvarez so convincingly that he had to accept defeat. He had to say, you know what? We just got to accept. He had too much of everything. That's the highlight of it. No, let's keep going. The highlight of his career is getting that parade again, getting the key to the city for the second time, getting really appreciated by the people. That's what the highlight of his career is. The highlight of his career is retiring at the top of his game, undefeated, with all his money, his faculties. You get what I'm saying? Family intact, and that's what y'all don't want to see. I don't want to hear this hating ass shit. Rob, what to do with it? Shout out to the homie. That's the bro. Tim Stoudemire. What's good with it, bro? You get me? That's what the highlight of his career is. Hey, man, let's not reduce this shit to Errol Spence and Terence Crawford. Errol Spence and Canelo. And look, you do not get to make the excuse that Errol Spence was some type of car crash victim and that's why he beat him. Because I'm gonna go a step further and I'm gonna say this. Yeah, I think the fight would have been more competitive if Errol Spence never had a car accident. I do. But I don't think after seeing the way he beat him, I don't think he ever beats Terence Crawford. Respectfully, I don't. Man, we don't. If you gonna troll, but if you got like a channel name and you trolling with somebody's channel name, I'm blocking you. I'm packing you up. Hit the like button, sub to the channel. Let's keep building. Man, what y'all just witnessed was greatness, bro. What y'all witnessed is greatness. You know what I mean? They gave him a parade twice. They gave bro a parade twice. Key to the city twice. You know what I'm saying? Twice. You know what I'm saying? He all over magazines. He on GQ. Bud was a samurai for a day. Come on, man. That's why y'all hating, man. Let the record reflect that this is the people that he beat. Had the little scare for some people against Mean Machine. Packed him right up. Stopped him. Beat his ass. Stopped the gold medalist and Felix Diaz didn't get no credit for it. You can't make this shit up. So fighters, and I'm going to make this the live for tomorrow. Fighters, let the record reflect. Fight for yourselves. Do not fight for these selfish ass, simple-minded fans, bro. Yes, I'm saying it. Fighters, fight for yourselves. Do not fight for yourselves and your family. Don't fight for no fans, bro. Because all the fighting Terence Crawford been doing, standing on all types of business, this is what they saying about him. They're telling me this is what a mediocre boxing career looks like. You get me? Shout out to MB Bailey, man. We watched the legend put belt to ass. That's why I'm nicknaming him, bro. Belt to ass Bud. If you new in the building, make sure you sub to the channel. Make sure you hit them notifications, turn them on. We got over 80 people in the building. I don't know what side you're on, but hit the like button, sub to the channel. Let's keep building. They all fight for money because they prize fighters. You know what I'm saying? Every fighter that you've ever seen, any prize fighter, they all fight for money. You get what I'm saying? But Canelo got his ass handed to him. Rob, what it do, homie? Yeah, you already know, Rob. I got a nickname him, Belt the Ass Bud. You know what I mean? We got M1 mixtape boots and we got Belt the Ass Bud. You get what I'm saying? Kicking all types of ass. Felix Diaz is an underrated win on Bud's resume. Diaz got robbed in the win versus Lamont Peterson, but Bud dragged him. And that's all facts, L-Dub. I remember the fight with Lamont and Diaz. He definitely didn't get a fair shake. Lamont was slowing down a little bit. Diaz kind of got it took from him, but he got in there with Bud, and Bud made. Didn't they quit on the stool? If I'm not mistaken, I think they quit. I think they stopped the fight for sure. You know what I'm saying? Bud beat his ass. Get what I'm saying? And it's an underrated win. Do you know why it's an underrated win? A Dub. I'm willing to bet you most of these people that negatively critique Bud Crawford didn't see him fight Felix Diaz. I'm willing to bet cash money that these people didn't see him fight Felix Diaz. I'm willing to bet money. And that's why you don't hear him talk about it. We say Felix Diaz to most of these haters. They're going to be like, who that? Who that? That's nobody. Nah, he was a gold medalist. And I thought, wasn't he undefeated when Bud fought him? And he beat his ass. Coach stopped the fight. He stopped him, man. They was like, hey, man, that's enough. Bud was whooping his ass. And that's another thing, y'all. That is another thing where y'all got this man messed up and sadly mistaken. It wasn't just who he beat. It was who he beat and how he beat them. You can look at this wall, like this graphic that I got up here, and you can look at all of these dudes, and at no point in any of these guys' career, no point in any of these guys' career could they say they've been beat up worse than what Bud did. Who? Name them. Who? People literally still ain't get over the Earl Spence, loss, depending on what side you're on. They still ain't get over that fight. They still saying Bud Crawford was on steroids or something for that. He beat Earl up so bad that they say, yeah, busted gloves, tampered gloves, steroids. Bud was high. EJ was high. You get what I'm saying? They said EJ was high. He was on painkillers. You know what I mean? He took an edible with Mike Tyson. He smoked a joint. He was weight drained. He had broken ribs. Yo, you literally heard them make every excuse that Bud said they was going to make and then some. They made every single excuse, every single one. They said EJ was off the Mike Tyson gummies, man, them edibles, bro, in the ring. That's how bad that was. He whooped Kell Brooks' ass. I gotta go find the clip of Amir Khan. Amir Khan talking about what was the difference between Bud and Canelo. And remember, Canelo almost sent him to the upper room. Canelo almost sent Amir Khan to the upper room. But when he break down the fight between the two, you could see who he had more respect for out of the two. You get what I'm saying? He say he couldn't even touch Bud. Hold on, man. I gotta find this for y'all. Hit that like button, man. Let's get the likes to 90. Matter of fact, let's get 100 likes, and we got 80 people in the building. Get the likes up, man. Let's get the likes up. Brooke was washed for Spence. Nah. He wasn't washed. He just couldn't be. He just wasn't better than Spence. He gave Spence a good fight. He gave Spence a pretty good fight. Bro. He wasn't washed. We got to stop calling guys washed after they take 1 or 2 losses. He fought Spence after the Golovkin loss, right? Now, how is he washed after 1 loss? And that's to Gennady Golovkin. How was that being washed? You get what I'm saying? Now, you can say he suffered some damage and he lost his maybe, you know, that cloak of invincibility was no longer there. You could say that, but you know what I'm saying? Other than that, he only lost to Triple G. He beat Porter. He beat Sean Porter, and I picked him to beat him. Nah, Kell Brook ain't retired just from being washed. He has some things that he has some outside the ring stuff going on. If you know, you know. Do your homework on Kell Brook. He has some outside the ring stuff, and he took losses, got both orbital bones broken, multiple losses, knockout losses. Like, didn't he retire after he beat Khan? I could have swore he retired after he beat Khan. He beat Khan and didn't retire. You could call it wash, man. I call it at the end of his career, bro. How long is he supposed to be at the top of his can look at the end of he could look at his career and say it was successful, bro, and nobody can say nothing different about it. Kell Brook can say he had a very successful career. And he took look who he lost to. He lost to the best. He lost to Triple G. He lost to Earl Spence and Terence Crawford. Am I right? Is there anybody else I'm missing? Kell Brook had about 3 losses. Am I missing somebody? Triple G, Earl Spence, Terence Crawford. Trying to think. I think that's it. I could go pull up the box rec, but I think that's it. Let me pull this up real quick for Amir Khan explaining the difference, man. I think this was the one. I ain't even listened to it before I downloaded it, but we're going to get to it. Think about it, man. People calling Cool Boy Steph washed after losing to Shaki Foster. That's crazy. Like, that's just nasty work. Kell Brook was fighting. Oh, he's coming back. Okay. I did read that. I did read that. Because that's why I know the little extra information about Kell that I know. Because I was just watching something with Kell Brook. Yeah, man. Shout out to L-Dub Boxing. I go tapping into the fax machine, too. Kell Brook is fighting on February 13th.
Crawford could beat him. Because Crawford is a big 147 fighter and is...
Nah, hopefully, if this ain't the clip, I'm going to go find it. You saying Khan almost died against Nello? Stop it. Okay, I'm going to play his own words. I love when people like you come in here talking about some stop it. So let's see if you had the same energy for Khan when you tell him to stop it.
Strong as well, which a lot of people don't give him the credit for. I think that fight, if it does happen, as long as Crawford stays away and just boxes and be smart, he can win that fight. I think Crawford's a better fighter than Charlo. And he's a smart fighter as well. He switches and everything. So that would be a very good fight.
No, hold on. My bad, y'all. Stay with me. Because it's one thing, we all got our opinions, right? But let's hear from the fighters that share the ring. That wasn't the clip I was looking for. I believe this is the one. We're going to get it up. The clip king is on the way. We got you. Stay right there. Know what I'm saying? Don't even worry about it. We can get it up there. You hear the way he Sir Senior, what it do? You hear the way he describing fighting the two of these guys? He said how easy it was to hit Canelo versus hitting Crawford. Come on, man. Shit different, man. Shit is different, bro. You watch the generational talent blaze through boxing and be so successful that people just refuse to believe that he great. They like, yeah, it had to be Snack. It had to be Snack the whole time. I knew it was Snack. I always knew it. Always knew it was Snack, y'all. I always knew it.
He might do really well in there. So look, regardless,
you fought them both. Like, what are the differences between them? Obviously, he's way
Canelo's strong and he's easily hit. Very easily hit, very easily. Compared to when I fought against Crawford, I couldn't even hit clean. So really, that's the difference. And they both hit hard.
Oh man!
And you can see the strength. You know, when I was fighting against Crawford, I didn't think Crawford was that strong, but when he kind of moved me around a little bit, he is very strong as well. So look, yeah, but why does he need to give that much away? He's pound for pound #1 in the world. Why does he have to go up and fight Canelo?
Nah. One more time for y'all, for the people in the back that don't believe this shit, bro.
He might be even stronger than Canelo.
Listen to him, bro.
He might pack the weight on well, that he might do really well in there. So look, regardless,
you fought them both. Like, what are the differences between them? Obviously, he's way
Canelo's strong and he's easily hit. Very easily hit, very easily. Compared to when I fought against Crawford, I couldn't even hit clean. So really, that's the difference. And they both hit hard. Because and you can see the strength. You know, when I was fighting against Crawford, I didn't think Crawford was that strong, but when he kind of moved me around a little bit, he is very strong as well. So look, yeah, but why does he need to give that much away? He's pound for pound #1 in the world. Why does he have to go up and fight Canelo?
And you heard it. Canelo gets hit easily. He couldn't even hit Crawford. So think about it. And I said this. He's talking about a guy that almost sent him to meet his maker, bro. He almost sent him to meet his maker. He almost sent that man to meet his damn maker. You get what I'm saying? He still, look who he still gave the praise to. Still gave the praise to Crawford, bro. Still gave the praise to Crawford. He like, man, Canelo gets hit easily. I couldn't hit Crawford. Shit different, bro. Say what you want. And he fought the younger version of him. He fought the younger version. Fought the younger version and still feel like that. You know what I'm saying? Shit crazy, man. Shit is crazy, bro. Shit is crazy, bro. Different kind of beast right here, man. Nah, see, now that's exactly what's wrong with boxing right there. What does he have to be bitter about? He got stopped by both of them. There's nothing to be bitter about. Both of them stopped him. Both of them stopped him. There's nothing to be bitter about. We got stopped. Yo, he was whooping Canelo ass until he got stopped. He wasn't whooping Crawford's ass until he got stopped. He won every round, arguably, until he got knocked out against Canelo. Crawford, he didn't win nothing. He was getting punched on. He was getting pummeled and beat up. Dude was getting his ass whooped. They don't like.
He might be even stronger than he might be stronger than Canelo. He might pack the weight on well. That he might do really well in there. So look, regardless,
You fought them both. Like, what are the differences between them? Obviously, it's way.
Canelo's strong and he's easily hit. Very easily hit, very easily. Compared to when I fought against Crawford, I couldn't even hit clean. So really, that's the difference. And they both hit hard. Because and you can see the strength. You know, when I was fighting against Crawford, I didn't think Crawford was that strong, but when he kind of moved me around a little bit, he is very strong as well. So.
My bad. I was on mute. My bad, y'all. My bad. So I was told somebody in here capping. I don't know what you got going on with your profile pic, but if capping is telling the truth about Crawford or telling the truth about what Amir Khan said, then shit, yeah. I guess that would be, huh? But we don't do no capping over here. We build boxing up. We don't do a whole bunch of rhetoric and slander and tearing the guys down. So look, man, at the end of the day, they created the beast that they ended up hating. The monster in Terence Crawford that y'all cultivated over the years with all y'all hate, building a chip on both of his shoulders. Y'all built chips on both of his shoulders. Y'all the reason he beat guys up like Amir Khan. Y'all the reason he went in there and beat the hell out of Canelo the way he did. I don't care what you say. He went in there and cooked his ass. He cooked Canelo. You get what I'm saying? Said this is why we watch sports. He said capping is legal. Ain't no capping over here though, Lamar, man. You dig? They just listen, Lamar. I don't know what side you on, but people are not used to. You get what I'm saying? So they're not used to hearing people build up the boxers. They used to, like, I'm telling y'all, anybody that comes in here and has like negative things to say based off me telling the truth about the greatness of Bud Crawford, that's because they're not used to hearing people talk in a way that's realistic about them. They want to hear you say, Well, yeah, look, they want to hear shit like this, like Buddy did. They want to read or hear me talk like this dude did in this post right here. That's what they want. They want to hear me say, yeah, Bud was mediocre, man. He really ain't fight nobody, man. He lost to Madrimov. He got a paycheck, called it quits, and got up out of here, man. He really ain't all that good for boxing, man. I don't know why people watch him. I don't even know why people like him like that. I don't know why people praising him. My bad, y'all. 70 people in. Hit that like button, y'all. Shout out to my brother Mike Kirk. How you feeling, bro? Good to see you. Rematch Nello. Win, then we can give him that. Hell no. Bro, you see how you sound? What makes you think, all right, because we giving Bud his flowers. Fuck that. Where do you see anywhere? And you see anywhere where you want the rematch? My bad, y'all. Every time I get on here, Nello beats Bud is not a big a deal. That's the only problem. Nello beats Bud. You in denial. You in denial. You in denial. You in denial. His ass in denial. Nello beats Bud. It's not that big a deal. Why he ain't beat him when they fought? Why he ain't beat him when they fight? Huh? Why he ain't beat him when they fight? He got them punches ran upside his head, man. You think he want to? You should now show me a time in Canelo's Alvarez where he rematched the guy that beat him besides Gennady, because I think Gennady beat him, but that ain't really count. Did he rematch Mayweather? No. You rematch Beeble? Hell no. Didn't he say he was going to rematch Beeble? Didn't he say that? He said he was going to rematch Beeble, right? How'd that work out? You really think he about to fight a guy that beat him that convincingly in front of the world? What is Canelo going to do differently? Grow an extra pair of arms? Do you know what he got to do to beat Bud? He got to grow 2 more arms, bro. And that shit might not work. Bro got to grow 2 more arms to beat Bud. And that shit still won't work, G. You hear me? Yeah, he won't beat him. They can fight 9 more times. He's going to lose. Do you know why? Do you want to know why? Because he struggles with guys with that kind of style. Did you hear Eric Gomez come out recently and say that, they kept him away from that style for years? Did you hear that? Do you really think a style that they kept him away from years, the time they put him in there with him, he get beat convincingly and then they about to run it back? Canelo is prideful, but he ain't stupid, right? He ain't stupid. He lose back to back to a guy that was supposed to be smaller than him, that fight with nobody and all that type of shit. Remember, he only fought Earl Spence. He only fought one good fighter. One good fighter. Shout out to Mike Kirkland. Bud stops him if they rematch. Yeah, I think he's gonna put more hands on him though. Shout out to JP. Yeah, he'll never beat Bud in my opinion. He had the one chance he had. The one chance he had, he didn't. He got his ass handed to him. And he'll never revisit that. He's not revisiting that. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Bud. He got his money. He got his belts. He got his legacy. He got his O. You get me? He got his family and kids. Now they salty. You know what's crazy? Y'all got more smoke for Bud. Retiring undefeated. Like all this steroid accusation, then you got for Johnny back and he just popped hot and we can prove it. We can prove it. We can all prove it. We can all prove it, bro. We can all prove it. Johnny Beck's a huge reason. Said Jawante Catnip Jones, don't blow all your troll accounts. Oh, that's dude trolling? Said what? Said why we just like to get you hyped on Bud. That's cool. We just helped the show keep going. Quiet as kept. Canelo looked like he wanted to go. Yeah, he ain't. Canelo wanted to go home. Shout out to WTF Media. Sounds like a special mofo. You talking about just, yeah. You get me? You get me? You get me? Bud is special, bro. He's special. He's special, G. And that's all it is. That's all it is, man. Nah, JP a real one, man. Shout out to JP and RIP the Big Pun, man. You know? Nah, JP, my guy. Captain Jack a lot. You prick. Come in here trying to insult the good family in here because we talk real boxing, man. That's why y'all don't even understand. I'm doing this intentionally. I don't care. They gonna be mad. Y'all gonna know where I stand. I love boxing, bro. Not narratives, not tearing people down. When I see greatness, I know how to give greatness. I know how to give greatness is just due. That's what I'm doing today. That's what they mad at. They ain't used to it. They like, man, this dude, he ain't even that good. Look at him. That suit don't even fit him right. They probably looking at this picture like, what is that? What kind of watch? It ain't no Rolly. It ain't no Rolly. It ain't even no why. It ain't where the diamonds at. Them diamonds ain't even real. I'm rubbing this shit in. I swear I am. The real boxing fans gonna understand where I'm coming from with this shit. I'm gonna rub this shit in. I can't. How y'all wake up with a dude that you've never met and you don't really support and be mad that he said, look, I had enough, y'all. I'm out of here. They like, nah, man, he capping, man. He just want attention, man. He had all y'all attention when he was running them punches upside Canelo head. What are we talking about? He had all y'all attention while y'all was hate watching, while he was celebrating. You get me? Y'all was mad as hell when he had that fishing net at the first parade, and y'all thought it was over. Then he doubled back, beat Canelo up, got another parade, and they gave him another key to the city, and y'all was sick to y'all stomach. Sick to their stomach. I don't know why they giving him a key to the city. He not even relatable to black people. Hey, Dub, they got more smoke for Bud, who never tested positive, than they do for Johnny Beck, Subriel Matias, Ryan Garcia, and countless other guys that's popping dirty for steroids, bro. You cannot make this shit up. How dare you come in here and be mad? Like, and I don't care who you are. I don't give a damn who you are. Every great boxer in the sport of boxing knows that Terence Bud Crawford is pound for pound the best fighter in the world. Alexander Usyk, who managed to be undisputed at cruiserweight, on the road, taking people's shit, moved up to heavyweight when they said he wouldn't, beat the who's of the heavyweight division, right? Beat all their asses, and then they try to say he was number one. He said, no, Terence Crawford is the number one fighter in the world. He is the best fighter to me. It's Terence Crawford. They said, nah, Usyk is you, man. You the best fighter in the world. He said, no, it's Terence Bud Crawford. Get what I'm saying? Shout out to Hill Bainey, man. My brother always supporting the grind, man. Shout out to Mike Kirkland. We got about 70 people in the building. Hit that like button, y'all. We're going to keep cooking. And I ain't gonna feel bad for a second about giving this man his flowers. Y'all, they just told me this is what a mediocre. Yeah, Beeble said it too. Hey, Dub, he said it. Floyd said it. You already know how Bradley feel. Ward, it's countless fighters in the sport of boxing. The only one that ain't said it, Dub, is Naoya anyway. Anyway, like, nah, I'm number one. But everybody else will tell you Bud Crawford is the number one fighter in the world. And that's all I'm doing, bro. If you listening to my voice right now, all I'm doing is appreciating boxing. They told me this is what mediocre look like. Man, I got a pair of boxing gloves in here right now, y'all. When my kids get here, my 2 sons, we gonna go sit down. We gonna put on the boxing gloves, and I'm a condition, and I'm gonna prepare them to be mediocre like Bud. Like, I can't wait to this. Like, damn, bro. Retiring at the top of your game is considered to be mediocre in today's boxing with these fans. So I've never seen anything like this shit. Never. And never, man. Shout out to my brother Mike Kirkland for the 10-piece, for the color in the chat, man. He said, respected Crawford's career from a Spence fan. Wasn't always a fan, but after he beat Spence, I couldn't keep hating. I got love for Mike Kirkland. He said he beat Spence, I couldn't keep hating. He gonna always come to fight looking sharp. Facts, Mike. And that's coming from a supporter of the sport, though. Because I always tell you this, Mike, you ain't no damn hater, bro. You more of a supporter than a lot of these dudes. You're just you're honest with your opinion. You're honest with your criticism, and you don't half-ass it. If you feel a way, you're gonna speak on it. But the whole time I've had this channel, I've never seen you come through here and hate on anybody. That's why I can't never let you call yourself a hater. You just feel how you feel. And if you were really a hater, Mike, you would be hating on Bud Crawford. You would be agreeing that his career was mediocre and he only fought 2 good fighters. Anybody saying that is full of shit, and they're looking to sway it, is push a narrative and sway your opinion. Anybody in the world that speaks on Terence Crawford and they say he only fought 2 good fighters is full of shit. And I'm telling you, and they lying, and they're a straight hater, bro. There's no in between. There's no middle ground. Anybody that speaks on Terence Crawford and his career, and they tell you that's what mediocre look like, that's not retiring at the top, is a straight hater, bro. You get me? You ain't that, Mike. These guys is. You know what I'm saying? These dudes, he ain't even that good. He not even that good. Come on, man. Josiah, what's up, man? I see you in here, man. I gotta hit you, B. Gotta hit you, man. We gonna put it together, man. We got to put it together. My guy, I miss my guy. You're supposed to have my guy in the building today. Shout out to the chat, man. What's good with it, man? Y'all go tap in, man. Hey, look. Y'all see Josiah Kirkpatrick. If y'all not following him, y'all, do your boy solid. Show him some love. Make sure y'all follow him on Instagram. We supposed to lock in for an interview. He probably got busy, but we're gonna make it happen. I'm sure. I might reach out to him after this live is over. Shout out to Teach. What's good with it, Teach? So yeah, man. Any real boxing fans, y'all, especially if you from Jersey and you supporting Jersey and boxing, Josiah Kirkpatrick, make sure y'all tap into him, man. Make sure y'all tap into my guy and support him, man. We got another young future world champion in the making, man. You hear me? You hear me, man. Make sure y'all go tap in, man. Follow his Instagram and all that good stuff.
And we ain't never got to box again. Well, I already been getting these back, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Yo, the chat been tripping lately. I don't see him on here, but I see him on the other thing. I wanted to rinse him. Give him a rent, give my guy a rent so we can know he the family. Damn, who been getting blocked? Canelo got worked. Yeah. G tatted up. What's good with it? Nah, don't hide Hale Bainey. He cool. Hale Bainey is cool. Unhide him. Unless they just being disrespectful, bro. Unless they being disrespectful, then pack them up. Y'all know how we do. But yeah, man. Shout out to Mike Kirkland. Appreciate the love as always. Yeah, man. Make sure y'all tap into my guy right here, man. Another one of them. And y'all like his energy, bro. He got a real humble approach and he get to it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all like his energy, bro. Trust me. Trust me. One of the first things you're going to pick up on is the energy, man. Trust me, y'all. This is what this channel going to represent. Growth, supporting the sport, and pushing that shit forward. Make sure y'all tap into the youngin', man. He got something to say. He got some hands. Tay, peace, queen. How you feeling? The real queen of MMA combat. How you feeling? How you feeling? Yeah, man. Nah, y'all could let him live. Y'all, Hale Bainey, I think he's cool. He's solid. He's solid. Still 80 people in here. Let's keep rolling, though. You know what I'm saying? We're going to piss them. We're going to keep pissing them off. Superman, what it do, homie? We're going to keep pissing them off. They're going to be blue in the face by the time. They're going to be like, man, you heard that just do, man. He Bud Crusaders. What do they call him? Bud, but he was acting like a Bud buddy. I'm doing good. Working. Don't work too hard, Tay. We appreciate you as always, Queen. We appreciate you as always. Know what I mean? We appreciate you. What's his name? Prentice Mays. He said, bro, what's next? What you mean? Like next topic or next for Bud? Because I'm rubbing it in right now. You probably came in late, but I was rubbing it in. But look, just to put a bow on this, because I've been at it for a little bit, and we're gonna keep cooking. We got something else to build on too. It wasn't just this. I just stressed this out on purpose to piss the haters off. Like I did this intentionally because it'll highlight who the boxing fans are versus the supporters of the sport, right? If talking positively about Bud pissed you off, then you one of those people that I'm talking about. You a hater. Like, think about it. I gotta sit here and read dumbass comments with people talking crazy like this dude. I don't believe he retired on top. He left a lot of unfinished business and had a mediocre career. Lost to Madrimov, got a paycheck, then called it quits. That's how they talk about Terence Crawford today. You know what I'm saying? Mad as hell. You know, it'd be mad as hell when y'all see all them damn murals on the back. This will make them sick right here. They don't like it. You know, they don't like Bud in the suit all packed up. They like, yeah. He's sitting there. Hey, Bud, point to the easy work. He made everybody look like easy work down there, bro. That's the crazy part about it. And I'm going to say this and I'm going to leave it. Everybody on this wall, just about, he beat them. No, not just about. Everybody on the wall, every solitary picture that you see, he beat all of these guys way more convincingly than they've ever been beat in their careers. All of them. All of them. You've never seen Gamboa get beat up the way Bud beat him up. You've never seen EJ. You will never see EJ get beat up the way Bud did it. You ain't see Canelo get cooked the way Bud did it. Coming up, you ain't see that shit. You get me? You never seen, well, who else? Brooke, Sean Porter. You never seen Sean Porter get stopped. Never. You never seen Errol Spence even lose at that point, let alone he stopped him and put an L on his record. You get me? You never seen Gamboa get stopped or take a loss until he ran into Terence Crawford. Wasn't Mean Machine undefeated until he ran into Terence Crawford. You never heard Amir Khan talking. You've never heard Amir Khan have an opponent that he said he couldn't hit until he ran into Bud Crawford. Tell me when I'm lying. Somebody tell me when I'm telling y'all a lie. You've never heard Canelo Alvarez admit to losing the way he did against Bud Crawford. He didn't even do that with Floyd Mayweather. He was complaining. Bud Crawford, he said that. No, we just got to accept it. It was too much. Never. You never heard it. I can keep going, bro. You ain't never seen nobody do Felix Diaz like that. Had a gold medalist team stop the shit in the corner. You never seen it. You never seen nobody reduce Madrimov to a one-handed fighter. Stop me when I'm lying, yo. You ain't seen at the time, Jose Benavidez was undefeated, right? Stopped him and put the L on his record. You never seen nobody beat him still to this day the way Terence Crawford did it. Terence Crawford beat Jose Benavidez Jr. better than Jamal fucking Charlo, man. That's how special he is. And Charlo fought him way years later, way out of the weight class where he started. And he still went the distance with Charlo. Bud stopped him. So that same one leg that they said he had when Bud fought him, imagine when he had when Charlo fought him and he still went the distance. Make it make sense. Y'all just not smart enough to identify what special is because you got personal feelings about a fighter that you never met in your life. You ain't never met Bud. I guarantee you, if you seen him out somewhere, you will rock with the energy, bro. He be amongst the people. He don't got 50 security surrounding him and you can't reach him, say what's up. That's not him. Y'all picked the wrong reason to hate a person. And this is why I know I'm going to keep saying that you don't like sports. You don't like boxing. How the hell do you hate Terence Crawford for being great? How do you hate him for always making weight, for never blowing up in between camp, for always being prepared, always being on point? How do you hate him for being great? How the fuck can you call yourself a legit fan of boxing? Not the boxers, boxing, the sport. And you say you can't appreciate what he did. Oh, I didn't like how he moved in negotiations. I don't, and then you're gonna bring up something in his personal life that we ain't gonna get it. That's what we talking about. I'm talking about the ring, bro. What he do in the ring that's making you not like him? I don't care about what you feel about how he did his business. That's his business. How do you feel about how he handled the business in the ring? Every single time, he beat everybody more convincingly than they ever lost in their career. That shit is saying something. So whenever you see a guy that's fighting a dude that don't got a crazy big name, and you like, his name ain't big, well, look at the performance. So maybe where the names wasn't the biggest or the best for Bud, look how he treated those guys. He had no struggle fest, no close fights, none of this shit. I think the most competitive he was having was Gamboa once upon a time. Like, he had people have competitive rounds, don't get me wrong. But none of these fights did you walk away feeling like he was going to lose. Never. Do you know how fucking hard that is? Since 2014 till now, a world champion. He became a world champion in 2014 and went out a world champion. His world championship run has been longer than people's primes and careers, bro. For real, you can't make this shit up. His championship run is longer and more successful than people total fucking careers. And we up here talking about mediocre. I'm disgusted with these boxing fans, bro. No, my bad. I'm disgusted with these boxer fans. Y'all fans of the boxer. That's why when you see one that's beating ass, you like, damn. It start making you insecure because you like, man, my favorite fighter ain't doing that shit. More of the reason to look at Bud and see how special he is. And I'm going to say this. You got a favorite fighter in boxing. And Bud Crawford is 2, 3, maybe even 4 times as more accomplished than whoever it is that you like, male or female, and you big up your favorite fighter, then you then have to look over at Bud and say that's a special guy. Because your favorite fighter is probably striving to get there if he really on that type of time. You've had his own people spend an exceptional amount of time tearing down everything he built, every single win. None of it is enough. Shout out to the homie Blaze. None of this shit is enough. Nah, bro. And I Just Do Boxing has had it as a content creator, as a man. Yeah, I'm convinced everybody talking negative about Terence Crawford in today's time can't fight. I don't care what you say. No, you can't fight. I know you can't fight. Because people that can fight, people that got some hands, whether it's in the street, it ain't have to be in the ring. If you had fights, if you came up fighting, real recognize real. That dude got real hands and he'll really whoop your ass. No real fan of the sport don't like Bud. Not one. Crazy talking about some negotiations and some weird shit. Well, I don't like how he move as a man. You don't even know him as a man. What the fuck you mean how he move as a man? You don't know him. So again, this conversation ain't to try to get on Bud's good side. This ain't to try to, this is just to give a guy the credit that I feel like so many people has missed because they found every reason not to like him. And none of that shit has anything to do with boxing. Boxing, y'all. I can see if you said, damn, when he get in there, man, he get in the ring, he don't even perform, bro. He get in there and he just look half-ass, yo. He get in there and he out of shape, yo. He get in there and he just want to keep. Bud literally could have stayed in boxing, y'all, and ran up a bag fighting easy fights. No bullshit. Let's not act like he couldn't have did that. And don't tell me he couldn't have, because Canelo, we just watched Canelo do it. And I told y'all Canelo was going to handpick his way into his next L. And if you really listen to me, you remember me saying it. I said that dude is going to keep picking fighters until he eventually lose. And he picked the wrong one. And remember when I said it? I think Bud is going to be the one fighter that he picked wrong. He going to think this is another Charlo situation. I'm bringing another smaller fighter up. I'm going to beat him. He ain't fought guys that's on my level. I'm going to beat him. No, you had wrong. You had Bud wrong, just like a lot of boxing had him wrong. You had Bud wrong. How even once upon a time, I might have had him wrong. Beat that man ass, man. Telling you, man, I just don't get it. Shout out to What's the Subject, man. What's good with it? Y'all hit the like, man. We still got 70 people in the building, man. Let's keep rolling, man. Favorite fighter ain't doing this shit. Nah, my favorite fighter is attempting to do what Bud is doing. He's attempting. That shit is gonna be special, man. He cemented himself in the history books to throne to Canelo. And y'all don't even pay attention. I said this yesterday. He freed up all the space. He freed up all the space for the guys at 168 pounds. Now he made it so everybody can have a chance at the title. You get what I'm saying? Hopefully. You get what I'm saying? He relieved Canelo of them belts that he was going to gatekeep all the way until he retired. So tell me again why you don't like Bud Crawford. Not only did he make a selfless move by jumping up to 2 weight classes and challenging himself, he beat the guy, and then he letting the belts go to let y'all know, hey, man, hey, then he wasn't going to fight y'all no way. Hey, y'all better get in position. Bud is for boxing. Bud is for the people, man. I rock with him, man. Shout out to Bud Crawford, man. Shout out to Bud Crawford. He did it his way. Y'all could be mad all y'all want. They go cry in the car, man. That shit is crazy. Canelo's getting that WBC belt back, though. Hey, Blaze, you're probably right, bro. You're probably right. The core Earl won't even fight him. Earl won't fight who? Yeah, he probably right, though. Bud liberated you. Yeah, there you go. That's the best way to put it, Blaze. He liberated 168. Come on, man. He's for the people. He for the people. He for boxing. You get me? Bud said, man, Bud heard y'all, all of y'all that was complaining that Canelo wasn't fighting nobody and he wasn't going to give nobody a chance. Bud said, I got y'all. That's how crazy y'all don't even get it. Bud last move was one of the most selfless moves in boxing. Y'all don't even get it. And he put his career at stake. He put everything he accomplished at stake. You get what I'm saying? He put everything he accomplished at stake. You get what I'm saying? For the betterment of the sport. For 168 pounds, man. Y'all still hating him? Come on, man. Come on, man. Because of Bud, man, we might see another undisputed champion at 68, man. Cervantes equals Shakur's Earl. Oh, you talking about Gervonta? I don't know. Shout out to WTF, man. After Shiraz defeats Billy, yeah, man. He gonna go right back forward, though. He gonna go right back forward, man. He gonna go right back forward. So look, man, I just wanted to make sure I gave this dude his proper just due. I spent 2 hours doing it. And if anybody in here want to know why I took this long talking about this shit, is because people spend exceptional amount of time tearing them down. If they can spend that amount of time tearing them down without a single person questioning nothing that they say, why should you question anything I'm saying unless I'm lying to you? Yeah, I'm giving you my perspective and my opinion on things, but I also told you what the facts was as it pertained to Bud Crawford. It's not too many people in boxing that you're going to say that there's not many, if any, that you can say had his kind of run and beat everybody more convincingly than they've ever been beaten in their entire careers. That shit is special. Reef, my dog, was good with it. So with that, Bud Crawford, I truly hope he do retire. You know, Alycia BaumGardner spoke. She said it's all for show. You know, she sounded like she wasn't a believer of him really retiring. Like, you know, they acting like he needs some type of attention. But if you're Bud, after beating the biggest fight of your career, another parade, another key to the city, don't you think you could be making another fight and that would get you all the attention you would need? And again, show me one time that you could point to and allude to Bud Crawford's career where he moved like a clout chaser. Tell me when. When has Bud Crawford ever moved like a clout chaser? An attention whore. When has Bud Crawford ever been an attention whore? Yeah, and that's how I know they ain't been paying attention. That dude, like even down to the way he dressed, so calm. Like he not looking for your praise, your approval. He not looking for your blessings and nothing. He just doing him. And that's why I appreciate him the most, because he got in here and he did him. And people was mad at him just for doing what he was supposed to do. She is Blaze. She is God's self. My dog was good with it, homie. Shout out to G Tatted, man. Shout out to the family. Make sure y'all hit the like button. I don't know what side y'all on. Hit the like button, sub to the channel, turn your notifications on, support the bill. We're gonna rock for a bit more. We're gonna talk about something else too. But I definitely think she's repeating what Jake said. Cash Sports said people always tend to give more credit to accomplishments from other eras than that they read about. Okay, about then the accomplishments that happen right before their very eyes. That's Cash Sports. You speaking. That's a Jew right there, bro. That's a Jew. And you know what's funny about that, Cass? The accomplishments that they speak about that they didn't get to see, they'll brag about it like they watched it in real time versus the shit they watch happen in real time. They'll vouch for careers that they never followed, but that they're just aware of, but never really followed them. Dudes follow Bud Crawford career, whether it's for better or for worse, whether you was hating or supporting, you followed his career. And if you walked away saying that he wasn't great and his career was mediocre and he only fought 2 people that was good, you're a fucking hater. I don't care if your name Oscar De La Hoya or Canelo Alvarez. I don't give a damn what your name is. I don't care if you're a content creator or a boxing fan or a boxer fan. If you ain't giving that man his credit, you a hater for real. Shout out to Bud. He did it his way. Team Crawford won. Bo Mac, y'all did it, man. And hold on, do I still got the clip, man? I got the clip, man. How could y'all hate on this, bro? How could y'all hate on this?
You in New York.
How could y'all hate somebody that'd do this to you, bro? Y'all mad, and I gotta run the famous clip.
What? I told you, man. Hell yeah. Man, fuck them motherfuckers, man. Fuck them. They mad. They mad. They're gonna...
Then he's not fighting fair.
Debo Bud.
I put more days in work than I got just as much days over him that he's not going to be able to catch up. Yeah. You know, so if you resting and I'm working, I got you. Because in the heat of the battle, when it comes time for us to go head to head, you gonna gas before me. I really believe that. If I take my body through hell in training camp, you know, and I'm tired and I'm aching, I'm pain, and I got all these pains, and I'm working through that, what can you possibly do to me to stop me from doing whatever I want with you? You know, I already been through the fire. This is fun now. That was always my fear, is being in a fight and getting tired to where I couldn't perform. Man. And he not tired. And I done lost like 2-3 fights in the amateurs, and they was hard. And I'm talking about me fighting for my life. Right, and I'm like, I never want to experience that ever again. Straight up. So I would just work tremendously hard to where it's like, that's the only way you can beat me. Is if, you know what I mean, I don't prepare properly. Kill or be killed.
And I play these clips for a reason. I don't just do this shit for no reason, man. That's a message in every word he said there. How could you, as a supporter of boxing, not rock with that kind of mentality? The dude told you he lost multiple fights in the amateurs for not being in shape. He said, I don't never want to feel that again. And that shit lit a fire that still burns bright to this day, man. I don't think people understand, bro. I don't think people understand that. Take a lot, yo. That take a lot. He gave a lot to the sport, and I feel like I don't mind spending this 2 hours plus to get his man some of his flowers. That's it. That's all. I know it's not popular to give Bud Crawford his flowers. It's popular to say he on steroids and he leaving because of Victor Conte and all that. It's cool to say all of that stuff, but when you talking some real shit, some shit with some substance, people will question it and force you or rush you on to the next topic. Next topic, please. Nah, we're going to park it right here for a second. Shout out to Bud. Last clip.
There are some guys people who lived through their eras will say, you ain't beating that guy. Yeah. And Terence Crawford's one of those guys. He's one of those guys. The people who watched him through this era will swear up and down no one could have ever beaten him. And they have a good case. Like, he was no one really competed competed with him. He had over 40 professional fights through 5 weight classes. And you were never watching a Crawford fight, and here it is in the 11th round, and you're going, I wonder if he's going to win this fight.
Yeah.
Oh, Max. Tell him, Max, pugilism, what's good, homie? Tell him, Max. That's the guy you look at, you be like, man, ain't nobody gonna beat him. Ain't nobody about to beat that guy, man. Nah, one more time. I love the way you put this shit. This is an unbiased take when you just sit back and you give a man they.
There are some guys who people who lived through their eras will say, you ain't beating that guy.
Yeah.
And Terence Crawford's one of those guys. He's one of those guys. The people who watched him through this era will swear up and down no one could have ever beaten him. And they have a good case. Like, he was, no one really competed with him. He had over 40 professional fights through 5 weight classes. And you were never watching a Crawford fight, and here it is in the 11th round, and you're going, I wonder if he's going to win this fight.
Yeah.
Fact, somebody said that earlier. No draws, no split decisions, no close fights. But y'all out here questioning if he was great. And the only leg you remotely and don't really even have to stand on is trying to overly analyze his opposition and make it seem like they was all weak. Nah, he was just that special for 42 times in a row. I don't want to hear shit else. And we're going to leave it there. Shout out to Bud. But let's go. I got something else I'm going to bring up briefly that we're going to cook on for a second that I got to talk about. You know what I mean? So I'm not going to break down the fight between the potential fight between Conor Benn and Shakur. We know Core and T.O. is lined up with a big fight next month, 31st, right? They can't overlook each other. They're the best fighter that each other has fought. They got their work cut out for one another. But, you know, Shakur been getting a lot of flack since he said, you know, he mentioned the rehydration clause business, right? He mentioned that, but I'm here to just call a spade, man. I'm a real one. When I read the definition of what a rehydration clause is put in place for, it gave me to kind of understand, help me understand that it's not put in place to weaken a fighter, right? That's number one. You know, I had pulled it up before, and we talked about it on the channel. You know, it's this notion that if you put a rehydration clause on somebody, it's because you're trying to weaken that dude. But that dude could also say that without it, you're trying to juke the system, so to speak, right? Yeah, you'll make 100 and X amount of pounds, but then you're gonna be 2 or 3 weight classes above your weigh-in limit when you're in the ring. It's almost like legal cheating in a way, right? Or it's like a loophole in the system. Yeah, I can kill myself to make this weight, but I could put on a whole bunch of weight between then and fight night, and then I be 2-3 weight classes above. I don't respect that. Rehydration clauses are put in place so either guy don't have too much of an unfair advantage, and they both got to adhere to the same rules. So initially hearing it, no, I'm not a fan of it, but under the circumstances, if you're talking about a lightweight that would be fighting a dude that fought as high as 160 back to back, the same dude that put a rehydration clause on Chris Eubank Jr. twice is now complaining when Shakur Stevenson said, and not only complaining, Conor Benn said, give him $20 million for it. He told Core to go F himself. Hold on, let me clip King, get the clip for y'all. Let it go.
He was the one talking,
He wants a
not me.
rehydration clause,
But, yeah, well, he can, you know what, I'm going to keep it PG today, but he can go himself.
Yeah.
And if he wants a rehydration clause, pay me 20 million, I might consider it.
Yeah.
20 million, that's the number. But I'll happily give him a beating for free as well. So it's like a bit of a, like I'll do it for free, but then also, yeah, if you want a rehydration clause, do it for 20 mil.
Yeah.
You ain't calling those shots.
Shout out to Howard, man. 704 Joe. So look, I hear him. You ain't calling no shots. Pay me 20 mil. First of all, you're not worth 20 million. You're not worth 20 million. I don't give a damn that you fought Chris Eubank and you beat a cook Chris Eubank. It's funny how everybody got on court case for him hypothetically, like a fight that ain't even lined up. We ain't even get there yet. They're like, oh man, he's a hypocrite. He's this. So what the hell is Conor Benn for putting Chris Eubank twice on a rehydration clause after saying on the record that he don't care about the weight. He'll fight him at any weight. He don't need a rehydration clause. And then he lied to the public and went behind closed doors and made sure that a rehydration clause was implemented not once, but twice in the fight. Shout out to Lance. So it was okay to have Chris Eubank Jr. looking like a version of the Walking Dead and looking sickly in the ring, falling over his own feet. But when a lightweight tell your big ass, your big egg eating ass, that it's time to put the same rehydration clause on you that you put on Chris, you don't want to do it. I don't respect that, and I don't respect the people trying to tear Shakur down for what he said to Conor Benn. He put context to it. He said, "Yo, I want the same rehydration that he put on Eubank." And then people ignored that. "Oh, I thought you ain't need no rehyd." Bro, he just did it. He giving him a taste of his own medicine. And if Conor Benn was that good, he'd do it. Straight like that. Chris Eubank did it twice. Why shouldn't Conor Benn do it? Get what I'm saying? You're a hypocrite. You're not worth $20 million. It's funny that he's speaking about $20 million after he made money with Chris Eubank and them back-to-back fights. I know you made some good money, but you're not worth $20 million. You picked up boxing 17, 18 years old. Your only chance to beat Shakur is a puncher's chance. You better knock him out. You don't have the skill set, nor the experience, or the IQ, in my opinion, to beat him. You will have to hope that you can overwhelm him, rough him up, knock him off position, make him not confident, and then all of that shit probably won't even work. He better than you. And it don't take no damn boxing genius to know when you look at Shakur Stevenson and Conor Benn, it's levels. When he say that shit, he really mean it. It is levels between them two. All that criticism he gives Shakur for not being exciting and his fights being boring, you think your rematch against Chris Eubank was like, you know, to die for, to jump out your seat? You thought that was like fan friendly? That fight was so far removed from the first fight. We wouldn't even thought y'all fought the first time the way it looked in the rematch. And you know what you did in the rematch that made that fight look so unappealing opposed to the first one, compared to the first one? You fucking boxed. You fucking boxed, Conor Benn. The shit that Cord do better than you, you did that against Chris Eubank. You boxed. Go in there and box with Shakur and see what happens. See how that worked for you. See how that worked. So I already seen you go out there and box a fight that I know if you was in front of Cord Stevenson, he'd cook you. And if you beat him, I'm gonna just be wrong if you ever fight him and beat him. But I'm standing on that. Far different talent, much different guy in the ring. I think he would cook your ass if y'all fought. And your only chance will be a puncher's chance. So all that pay you $20 million garbage, I don't respect it. And I knew it conveniently. The haters of Shakur Stevenson was going to conveniently ignore that Conor Benn is saying pay him $20 million for a guy that you saying don't sell tickets and is boring, but pay you $20 million. You might consider it, but you made Chris Eubank go through it. I don't respect that. Conor Benn, all that told me was, you know what it is. You know, getting in front of Shakur Stevenson going to be something much different than you ever experienced in your pro career. And your only leg to stand on is hoping that you land a shot and stop him. That's it. That's it. That's all. That's it. That's all. That's it. That's all. So shout out to Conor Benn. I don't dislike him, but he's a little hypocritical. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. And if you got a favorite fighter that ever put a rehydration clause, shut up about what Shakur's saying. You don't have a leg to stand on. I don't care who you are. Joe, what's good with it, bro? You get me? If you got a favorite fighter anywhere, male, female, whoever, they ever put any type of clause on somebody and you know made an abundance of videos about Shakur, you probably should stop being a hypocrite. Probably should stop being a hypocrite. Call that shit across the board. Conor Benn, you know, he going back down to 47. They trying to put him in position for the title. We know this stuff. We seen this shit coming a mile away. We knew this was something they was going to do. No surprise. Let's just see what it leads to, right? What it leads to from here. But Conor Benn, you got to tighten up, man. Tighten up, bro. Tighten up. Tighten up, G. Tighten up. You know, tighten up. You out there putting clauses that you wouldn't accept yourself. Nasty, nasty work. Nasty work, y'all. And let's keep rolling, man. Let's keep rolling. So Tyson Fury, man, he did a little video the other day. Yeah, he feeling himself after the Eubank win. I swear he is. He think he $20 million, bro. Ain't nobody paying your ass $20 million to get cooked by Shakur. But yeah, he doing it the right way. I promise you, he is Motown. Any fighter, and this is why I'm glad my stance was what it was the first time, and then we're going to keep cooking. Any fighter that puts a rehydration clause on a guy that's looking to come in 2 to 3 weight classes above the weigh-in limit, I respect it. A rehydration clause is not put in place to weaken the opponent and give somebody an unfair advantage. That shit got to start getting pushed on YouTube, on social media, because people are misinformed and just love to push a narrative. That's it. That's all. You get me? If somebody is significantly bigger than you and you talking about meeting them in the middle, I don't see a problem with that. They giving up advantages and you got to give them up. You're not about to come in the ring 170 plus pounds fighting a damn lightweight. And that go for Ryan, Devin, Connor Ben, and who else? Barrios and any of you other guys that want to come in and weigh 160 plus, 170 fighting lightweights. Suckers. Y'all some suckers. Y'all hoping that weight save y'all from the ass whooping that Shakur, the Tank Davises of the world, 2 of the true lightweights, in my opinion, in the sport, that y'all want to see go up to 47 and give away all the advantages. That's the only reason y'all want to see them dudes up that high. Straight like that. Shout out to Corey and Tank, because they got that in common. They both receive a lot of hate. But Tyson Fury, man, he did a video. He peeked his head. He back outside, man. You know, it's been a lot of talk about this fight that's coming up tomorrow between Jake and Anthony Joshua. And this is what Fury had to say about it.
Just picked the kids up from school on a school run, Paris and the kids. And I've just been sent a video of Anthony Joshua talking about if he kills somebody, he kills somebody in a boxing ring. I think, you know what? He's a little bit long in the tooth to be talking shite like that. He's 37-year-old at the end of his career, fighting a YouTuber, a Disney Channel guy, who Tommy beat. And now he's talking about killing him and all that to try and sell. Please. Barking up the wrong tree, idiot. Here's a fun fact. If I ever come across you, bum, I'm knocking you dead spark out. I ain't a YouTuber or a man half your size. I am him. The man. You're a classless loser. Coming off a 15 months knockout defeat to a local lad. Imagine if someone from Morecambe knocked me out. You big bum, useless tosser. Get up, and I can't wait if Jake Paul knocks your spark out, you big bum. Get up.
Hey, yo, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna lie. Tyson Fury got one of the illest mouthpieces in the game, yo. When he make videos just going off, just like random attacks, it's always funny. Yo, the ones he used to do with Usyk was like hilarious, bro. Man, yo, it called Usyk a ugly gap-tooth bastard or something. Like, bro, gappy tooth. Tyson Fury funny as hell, bro. He funny as hell, y'all. Okay, he be wilding, bro. He be wilding, but you know, after the laughter comes back to boxing. So let me talk about a few things that he said in there that I gotta cook on a little for a second. First, he said, you know, he talked about him fighting a YouTuber and all that, and I get it. But where was this energy when you was fighting Francis Ngannou? And I get it, AJ fought Francis Ngannou after you, but where was this energy when you fought him, a guy that was 0-0 in boxing? Jake Paul has more experience as a pro boxer than Francis Ngannou did when you fought him. The only leg that Francis Ngannou had to stand on was he was a combat athlete. That's it. Jake Paul has more experience than Francis Ngannou when you fought him and got dropped. So you can't really jump on AJ's case for taking a fight that's worth that much money. They called him out too. You fought Ngannou and you got dropped and looked subpar, where AJ went out there and sparked him. So at least we know when it's person ain't supposed to be in there with AJ, he ain't gonna play with him. He getting him the hell up out of there. You play games, get dropped, and carry your opponent. I expect to see AJ knock him spark out. Yeah, he called him a Usyk, yeah, Gappy T Rabbit. Hey, yo, that shit was funny, man. Yo. Tyson Fury, yo. I know he had a sense of humor as a kid, yo. I know he cracked jokes as a kid, yo. The way he just jump on these videos and just wild out. And look, yo, he ain't even spare no expense. I gotta play it one more time, yo. Peep it, bro. His wife was in the car, bro. Why he coming? Why he covered that AJ with his look? He put the wife on.
Just picked the kids up from school on a school run Paris and the kids. And I've just been sent a video of Anthony Joshua talking about if he kills somebody, he kills somebody in a boxing ring. I think, you know what? He's a little bit long in the tooth to be talking shite like that. He's 37-year-old at the end of his career, fighting a YouTuber, a Disney Channel guy, who Tommy beat. And now he's talking about killing him and all that to try and sell. Please. Barking up the wrong tree, idiot. Here's a fun fact. If I ever come across you, Bob, I'm knocking you dead spark out. I ain't a YouTuber or a man half your size. I am him. The man. You're a classless loser. Coming off a 15 months knockout defeat to a local lad. Imagine if someone from Morecambe knocked me out. You big bum, useless tosser. Get up, and I can't wait if Jake Paul knocks your spark out, you big bum. Get up.
Oh my God, Tyson Fury, bro. I know he could tell a mean joke back in the day, bro. He definitely got sent to the principal office on a regular occurrence. Came at AJ from the school pickup line, yo. He don't care, yo. And he put the wife and kids on the camera for a second, yo. You know he don't care, bro. He ain't even wait till he was by himself, man. Fury is a damn fool, bro. That man is a damn idiot, man. But he a funny dude, man. Funny guy, man. Tyson Fury is a funny guy. Funny guy for sure, though. For sure. Definitely, man. He said plenty of child support cases in this guy to state of Florida. Let Brody tell it. Oh, man. Damn. So, yeah, man. Let me examine a couple of things he said. Yeah, like I said, you can't criticize AJ for doing what he doing, what most men would do in that position, make that money. You fought Francis Ngannou, who's far less experienced as a professional boxer than what Jake Paul is, whether you want to call it that. So technically, with him coming into the ring 0-0-0, you know what I mean? You get what I'm saying? He was 0-0-0. You was a world champion. You fought a guy 0-0-0. You can't say shit. I don't care y'all don't care YouTuber, Disney kid. You can't say shit. You fought a dude that was 0-0-0 as an undefeated world champion. Am I right? I don't think that's before he lost to Usyk. Am I right? I think so. So you can't say shit. And then AJ, I ain't really got no smoke for you, but I got it for the fans because they ain't keeping it consistent. AJ out here talking about he want to kill a YouTuber, a Disney Channel kid, as Tyson Fury put it. When Deontay Wilder said he wanted a body on his record, they lost their mind. When Wilder said, I want a body on my record, they lost their mind. Headlines, articles, write-ups, all types of shit. Live streams, you name it. They was attacking Wilder for what he said. But AJ got the Ivan Drago mentality with a YouTuber, somebody that don't have a 10% of the experience that he got as a professional. And nobody batted their eye and have a single problem with nothing AJ said. You damn hypocrites. You damn hypocrites, man. Y'all was all over Wilder case. Y'all wanted him to be locked up. Y'all wanted him to be out of boxing. Y'all wanted him to be stripped from his title when he was talking crazy. Y'all was talking wild. But because Anthony Joshua got his eggs scrambled by a local lad, according to Tyson Fury and Daniel Dubois, y'all gonna just act like he ain't say he want to kill a YouTuber. Yeah, y'all bogus. Yeah, y'all bogus. I'm here to tell y'all bogus. Y'all bogus. And y'all ain't keeping the same energy. He said he ain't, though. That's the crazy part, Blaze. And I'm holding him to it, Blaze. Because if he don't, I'm going to have some criticism for him. He said he definitely not carrying Jake. He said he don't play with his fool. He is not playing with him. He said he is not playing with Jake Paul. And I'm going to hold him to it. You get what I'm saying? I'm going to reserve some judgment for the fact that it could be some scripted shit. Don't get me wrong. I am. But, because look, he sent the cease and desist letter to Wilder because Wilder said his fight scripted.
When people question, whether fights like this are quote unquote real, like Deontay Wilder said something.
But I think it's scripted and it's gonna go by scripted. If it's not scripted, I think AJ will knock him out.
What's the simplest answer you give them?
I give them a cease and desist letter in their email. for lying on my name, and then the lawsuits coming right after because these people won't stop lying. I honestly take it as a compliment, but people need to shut the fuck up. And Deontay Wilder, you know, he's been hit a lot by Tyson Fury, so he's clearly not the smartest guy. There's nothing in the contract. AJ can attest to it. We're going to war, and that's the end of the day that all my fights have been like.
Nothing in the contract. What can I say? I can't even remember what your question was, but yeah, there's nothing in the contract. And we're not worried about what opinions are, whether it's Wilder, Fury, whoever. The only thing that was in the contract that got my attention was the money.
All right, and I feel you. I see why you wouldn't believe him. I feel you, but I'm telling, hey, Blaze, we cooking his ass, fricassee, flame broil. We gonna flame broil AJ if he go in there and throw a fight. He go in there and throw a fight. We on his ass. Shout out to LDL Boxing because he let me know about that a couple days ago. Raina Tellis got the Amanda Serrano fight. Right. Shout out to LDL. Shout out to LDL, man. As my guy AJ said, he's supposed to say, nah, Blaze, listen, I hear you and I'm with you. And I'm willing to go there with you. But what I'm willing to do is use his words and hold him to it. And if he don't do it, when we do criticize him the next day, it's going to be because of him, not us just hating. You get what I'm saying? We ain't hating on him. We want to see what it's supposed to look like, bro. You got way more experience than him. You got to hurt that man. I'm sorry. You got to beat his ass, kid. You got to whoop his ass, dude. You can't have no struggle fest or none of that with him. You got to kick his ass. Kick his ass. You get me, Blaze? We're going to be right back here because I know you're going to be here, and we're going to fricassee his ass for lying to us. You get me? So that's why I'm taking this approach. I'm like, okay, AJ, I hear you. I'm going to hold you to your word. And when you don't, we're going to treat you accordingly. I ain't saying I'm going to trash him, but I'm going to trash the fact that he lied to the fans. You can't do that, bro. If you're going to take this kind of fight, you got to do it just like he did in Ngannou. And think about this, Blaze. Look how he did in Ngannou. Fury went in there playing. AJ knocked his ass out. Bad. You get me? Knocked his ass out. So I don't think AJ want to play, yo. He said, yo, I'm not carrying this dude. Like, yo, I don't play with my fool. He's like, man, I'm going to hurt him. He said, yo, that right hand is available. I'm getting him out of there. So we holding him to it, Blaze. That's all we doing. You feel me? We just holding him to it. But shout out to everybody, man. Make sure y'all hit that like, because we going you know, this has been a cool build, man. I just wanted to really make sure today was a day that I showed people again how to get boxing is just due without being a hater of nobody. It's not too many platforms y'all gonna go to, frequent, listen to for as long as y'all listen to me without no slander. I'm gonna talk some shit though, but ain't gonna be no slander, you know. So overall, we want to push boxing forward and see boxing win. We got to witness one of the greatest careers, I think, in this era of boxing in Bud Crawford. The Bud Crawford era was fun. The passing of the torch is going to be interesting. Let's see who picks up the torch, or let's see if Bud hypothetically passes the torch to somebody for them to continue where he left off, you know? So we're going to find out. Frequent, what's good with it? You said frequent? Nah, what's good with it, my guy? Yeah, hey, you hear me? You hear me, Blaze? And I'm dropping a link, and you guys to come up. Boxing Dad, what it do? How you feeling, bro? Jannar, shout out to my homie, man. What's good with it, bro? Said AJ don't even have to KO Jake in the first. Nah, he just had to go to the body. Yeah, beat him up and then KO him. Facts. Jannar, like he just can't. It can't be struggle because that's just two totally different skill levels, and we understand that completely. Shout out to the homie freaking. What's good, my guy? You know what I mean? So we'll see. But I'm not gonna be on as long as I normally do today. It's been a cool conversation, man. Has some more stuff we're gonna get into, but I'm gonna save it for tomorrow. Close out the week strong. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody in here that rocked out for the whole show. Hit the like button if you haven't. I don't care what side you're on. It's about 40 people still here. Sub to the channel if you are new. Turn your notifications on if they're not. And let's keep supporting. Let's keep building, man. We got some short videos. Go check them out. Share the videos. Hype the videos. Let's keep growing. Let's keep building. I appreciate all y'all support. We just going to keep grinding, y'all. We're going to keep pushing boxing forward, man. Y'all going to hear me say this every single day. every single day. Let's push boxing forward. I don't care how different. I want everybody in here to know I don't care how different your opinion is. A difference of opinion is welcome. Only thing I don't welcome is disrespect and unnecessary attitude. I don't care how far you are on the other side, how different your opinion is. Bring it over here. Let's cook. Let's build. But let's always make sure we push boxing forward. When you see a guy like Terence Crawford, I ain't saying he got to be your favorite fighter ever. But highlight, yo, that man did his thing. That's a grown, successful-ass dude. You get what I'm saying? And no stretch of the imagination in no corner of life is what Terence Crawford has accomplished considered to be ordinary, regular, or it should be undermined, or it should be diminished by saying he cheated, knowing he didn't. You know what I'm saying? And lastly, I'll say this before we get out of there. I meant to bring this up. I'm gonna reach out to him and see if he's willing, if he want to come on the channel. Where is it at? Not that. Where is it? Oh, right here. I'm gonna reach out to him. I'm gonna reach out. I'll be seeing Ishay Smith. Shout out to Mike Kirkland. I appreciate you always rocking with me while I get boxing is just due. Said they saying it's real, then Jake going to sleep. Yeah, that's what Jake. That's what Anthony Joshua said. And if he don't take it serious, we got to cook him for wasting our time. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Boxing Dad, man. Shout out to Mike Kirkland, man. George giving Crawford a shine. Got to, man. But look, maybe this will be a continued conversation for tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I could reach out to Ishay. I don't know what his availability is, but I just like to have conversations with people that did this shit. And he called out the content creators. Say, y'all so thirsty for content that your sorry bastards are tying a man's death into someone's retirement. Let that sink in. Let that fucking sink in. How pathetic you must be. I miss the days where I could pull up Fight News, Boxing Talk, and Max Boxing. This new shit is pathetic. And you know what? I hope I can get him on here to have a good conversation with him so I can show him the difference. That it's still platforms. I might not be as big as Max Boxing or Fight News, none of that. But it's still people out here that genuinely just want to see the sport move forward, win, and support the guys that's putting on. Ishay was a world champion. He had a successful career. At the end of the day, you can say what you want about him, right? He did this shit. So I think his opinion is valid. And I said this before. Instead of us using our platforms and our voices for good and to build boxing up, we using it to spread rhetoric, slander, use the same little weak-ass talking points. And the shit just is nasty word. Shout out to Agent 17. What's good, homie? How you been? And I feel like anytime we're getting called out as content creators from boxing, I feel like part of the job that I accepted is anytime I got an opportunity to show somebody, I'm going to show them the difference between just do boxing and the rest of these people. And I ain't better than nobody. I appreciate the sport more than some people. So as a result, my content is going to reflect that. That's why I spent this much time giving Bud his flowers. I had other topics I was going to get into and all that, but I was like, you know what? I'll save some of that for the Friday and we going to build. Shout out to all the new subscribers. Shout out to all the channel members, man. We constantly growing. I appreciate y'all. Keep hitting the like. Keep subbing to the channel. Like I said, share the lives. If you in here, it's 40-some people still here. Hit that like button. Make sure your notifications is on. And we going to keep doing what we doing. Like I said, I'm gonna reach out to Ishay Smith, see if he got some time willing to come have a conversation about, Bud Crawford. And look, this is all fresh. I want to, pick his brain a little bit, ask him a few questions, what he think about certain things. If he willing to come up here and build, then we're gonna do it. So shout out to Ishay Smith for calling out boxing, for being on bullshit for real. Being on bullshit. Because y'all tied Victor Conte's death into Terence Crawford retiring just to try to make a point on YouTube and his nasty work. Y'all was willing to tie a man that just passed away, that never done nothing to y'all at all. He was really willing to just kick dirt on his name, talk crazy. And again, man, over here, we want to be men and women of integrity, man. We want to be supporters of the sport, not the boxers, right? The sport as a whole. So with that, shout out to everybody that pulled up, that rocked out, man. It's always love. It's always a good conversation over here. We just gave boxing and Terence Crawford is just due, how we always do.
You want honesty?
His channel, it throws real punches.
Just Do Boxing gives you skills, heart, and culture.
Straight up.
I catch every drop on my lunch break. Can't miss it.
Shout out to my guy for putting that together for your boy, man. I like that little clip. Man. But yeah, we're gonna get into some more stuff tomorrow, man. I had some Auntie Schofield stuff to get into, but I'm gonna cover it for tomorrow. And we're gonna start up a fresh stream and we're gonna build, man. So look, if you in here, hit the like, sub to the channel, hit that bell icon, support the grind. We're gonna keep building. Appreciate all y'all. Shout out to everybody. Enjoy the rest of this good Thursday. And look, man, we're gonna see all of y'all tomorrow, 4 p.m. Peace to the
Representing Brick City,
Finding those levels too. Look at that 4-punch combination. It's a masterclass right now from Shakur Stevenson. That's what you're seeing. A masterclass. And Shakur meeting them with straight left hand.
Oh, and there's a knockdown scored with the left hand.
Right now, we're going to give him his just due. Shout out to my brother Just Due.